Happy Black Friday, everybody. Happy U.S.-England match day from the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. It's MLS Club and Country, the watch-along show. Andrew Wiebe, Charlie Davies, Bradley Wright-Phillips. We're hyped right now, Charlie. Get it going. We might not last. I think it is. I think we can do this, okay? We can do this. Haji Wright's the only change for the U.S. We'll get to the lineups for Greg Berhalter as well as Gareth Southgate in a second. Southgate not changing anything. But I just want to run through the chat real quick just to set the tone here. Obviously, we're going to be watching the game with you. Go tune into Fox in the U.S. or whatever it is that you would like to watch the game. We don't have the game here. I will say it again. This is a watch along. Think like Manning cast. Got a little bit of both sides with Charlie and Brad with us. As for predictions, Brad, they want to know: are you supporting England or the U.S.? We've had our hooks in you for a long time, but probably not deep enough, right? I mean, you've got the Page Boy cap on. You've got T out of sight here.
Hey, don't ask me stupid questions. After we beat you, I want you to qualify for sure. It's my second team, but let's be real.
Okay. All right. That's that's good. That's good. Look, a loss and a draw for the US.
That's I expected from
it's not. It's
I like you guys a lot. I like you guys a lot.
But just not that much.
Exactly.
Shamrock Shorty says the U.S. can't lose to a country that calls cookies biscuits, and I tend to agree. Tend to agree with that. But the entire chat is saying that England are the massive favorites, and Charlie, that's probably logically right. But today's not a day about logic, right? Today's a day about throwing that rock and hitting Goliath right in the middle of the forehead. England have never beat the U.S. in a World Cup, not once.
Well, and I wouldn't start off with that.
I'm just saying.
Throw that jinx out there. I loved where you were going before that. It's not about the expectations going into this game. It's not about the favorites. It's about the performance today. We saw Saudi Arabia coming into a game. They had no shot. Everyone gave them no shot, but they outworked Argentina. They wanted it more. They made it difficult. Even going down a goal, they didn't give up. That's the team culture and spirit that you need to knock off favorites. So for me, in watching Japan, watching Saudi Arabia, that should only give the U.S. guys more hope for this match, because it's not about the favorites. It's not about who has the most expensive players and who's done what. It's about what you do today.
And if it was about those things, England would be the favorite. Brad, what are the odds the U.S. can do this?
Well said, Charlie. You know what? When I saw those two results Charlie's talking about during the week, it got me nervous. Because if I'm the USA, I go into the game thinking of those kind of results. So it got me a little bit nervous. If they go in with that kind of attitude, and they got some really good players. They got some really good players anyway. They go with that kind of attitude. Like the underdog attitude is very underrated. I used to love, like my playing career, I love being the underdog. Like that's an extra bit to bring into game.
That table's not correct.
Let me see.
England doesn't have 6 points yet.
Yeah.
Hey. They can read.
Oh, that's goal. That's goals. That's goals.
Okay.
Charlie thought the production staff was already trolling him. Already like, all
What
right,
was like,
the chat said England are going to win. Give it to them. Here's how it stands, though. England, of course, won their first match against Iran, 6-2. Now, Iran this morning against Wales, it was 0-0 up until second half stoppage time. Bang bang,
Upset.
bang bang, 2-0. Iran, after taking that 6-2 loss, win. They've got 3 points now after 2 games. Still that negative goal differential that could help the U.S. in the long run. The U.S. obviously a point after a 1-1 draw against Wales, still ruining that 86th minute penalty and then conversion for Gareth Bale. That was a huge moment in this group. But you can see Iran 98 minutes in, man. It's emotional for them.
Yeah.
The stoppage time, we'll talk to Christina Uncle in just a little bit about that in this tournament. Some games get it, other games don't. This game did. Iran took advantage of it. Now they're in prime position. For the U.S., though, there's not a huge difference, Charlie, between a draw and a loss in this game as it pertains to how they get through. Let's say they lose. England go up to 6 points. England are through. We would already know that at that point. But you have Iran in the final game. If you were to win that game, then you're through. The U.S. just need to win. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. It'd be nice if it happened today. But the U.S. just need to win. If they draw, it's really the same scenario there because they've got to win against Iran. And if Iran gets a point, they would move on anyway. So for Greg Berhalter, it's just, hey, we're going to win one of these last 2 games. And in pursuit of that, he has remained steadfast with his choices in the lineup that are on a yellow card. That's Serginho Dest, Weston McKennie, Tim Ream, and then on the bench still Kellen Acosta. Here's that U.S. 11. Turner in goal, of course, at Arsenal. Dest, Zimmerman, Ream, Robinson, McKennie, Adams, Musa, Pulisic, Wright, and Weah. Wright in for his 5th cap. What do you think of this 11 from Greg? What do you think of the fact that he's stuck with the guys on a yellow card?
I like it. I know I said my projected 11, considering Weston McKennie didn't look healthy and he was rusty in the attacking phase of the game. So I could see him coming off for Brendan Aronson. But if Weston McKennie stays in this on the pitch, I think he needs to be in a more defensive position next to Tyler Adams as 2 6s and a double pivot, because that will play into Yunus Musa being more of an attacking midfielder because he has those qualities. Weston struggles when he has to be the 10 and try and make the game. That's not his strength. Is breaking up plays, aerial duels, late runs into the box, set pieces. That's where he's special, not in the build-up, not with the ball at his feet. So I think Tyler and Weston just straight defend, block up the midfield, literally just make it very difficult for England to play through the lines and allow Yunus Musa to try and dribble out of pressure to provide space for the front 3. And I like Haji Wright as the 9, because if it's not Timothy Weah, if you're not moving him to the 9, Haji Wright has, I think, more pace, more presence up top than any of the other 9s that are available. So it makes sense to me.
A lot of goals on counterattacks for Haji in Turkey. A guy that can be a target in the air, but understands that run into the box and how to time it with those wingers. Here's the 11 for Gareth Southgate. It's the same 11 that we saw against Iran, BWP. No yellow card issues for England. He stuck with it. You said smart man. Why is that?
Yeah, I just think that a lot of those players will be buzzing off the last result. I think they're going to come into this game with a lot of confidence. Why would you change it? I don't know why you would. We've got guys with braces out there. There's no yellow cards. Like, they can really go for this game and try and get this this qualification to the knockout round done today. That's what I think he's thinking. But
don't you think a player like Phil Foden could have come in easily for a Mason Mount, because Mason Mount maybe didn't perform as well as, obviously as Sterling, Osaka, and Kane. But I feel like Mason Mount isn't playing well, and he's giving him another run.
Sorry, Charlie, to cut you, but before the tournament starts, I would say that would be my pick. I would pick Foden over Mason Mount any day of the week. But they've won now, and I think he's just going off the momentum now. Let these guys see it out again and try and get the win. But yeah, as a footballer on a whole, like, Mason Mount doesn't compare to Foden for me. But yeah,
where's the danger for the U.S. in this team? Like, it's obvious. It's Saka, it's Kane, it's Sterling. But who do you think is going to have who do you look to have a big game for England today?
Saka. I think his season altogether has just been amazing. I think he's playing at a very high level right now, and I think it carries on throughout this tournament. He's coming off of a brace, and I think he probably feels like he can do no wrong. Charlie, you know what it's like when you're scoring goals
in the zone
week in week. Yeah, he's in the zone, so he's probably going to go into this not even thinking anything. It's just going to be like another day, and he will come. I think he'll come out with at least an assist.
Now, just because you think Saka is that guy, and he is, Matt Turner being his teammate at Arsenal, seeing him every week, I think that helps in terms of preparing Anthony Robinson and Tim Ream, which they've already seen him this season with Fulham. But in terms of, I think the player is going to give them the most trouble, I think it's Harry Kane, just because he can play off your back shoulder. His movement is phenomenal. And when he does check in, who's going with him? Is it Ream? Yeah. Ream knows he can't check into the midfield because he doesn't have the pace to recover.
And if he does, though, he's got to have to think about someone bombing him behind now.
And it's done, toast. And if Zimmerman goes, then Ream is on an island looking at over shoulder. Is it Sterling or is it Saka who's making that run in behind? So I think Kane's going to be the one.
That's what happened in Iran. You're right, Charlie. I think a lot of people are saying, Harry Kane didn't score, whatever. But him dropping into the hole, creating things, linking up with the midfielders was vital to that performance. Yeah, if he could do something similar today, then it's looking good. You're right, though. Kane is so difficult to do. He's got too many attributes. You know what I mean? It's going to be tough. It will be tough.
They are singing national anthems right now in Qatar. Matt Turner yanking on the crest on his shirt, a huge game, a moment that goes down in history for certainly for the U.S. We'll see about it for England. If it's a win, it might just be sort of a side note for them, maybe on a march to a deep tournament. If it's a win for the U.S. or another result for the U.S., as we've seen twice in the World Cup, this would be one to remember, of course. We've got a bunch of people in the comment section. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitch? We are watching. We're monitoring. So Mary Poppins is here. Says U.S. in the house. I don't know how that works, Mary Poppins. Shouldn't you be rooting for England? But whatever. Go away from your people there.
Orlando's
easy win for England, says Big Dot. Dizzy Machiavelli. England 7-1. Please God, no.
Let's stop being silly.
Wilson Dang. Everything is hypothetical until they play on the pitch. Very very considerate of you, Wilson, as well. 3-2 England over USA, says Lee Kwan Hua. He might be. Maybe in Korea, they're having a good tournament so far. USA 2-1 from Ashley Knight, 5-0 from Will Bro to England. Steve Simpson, 3-1 to England. England 2-0 or 3-0.
I say 3-1.
Yeah.
3-1. Yeah.
What are the odds, Charlie? What are the odds the U.S. can do this, and how do they do it?
If I'm going to say a win, the odds are pretty low. Being realistic, I'll give it a 20% chance that the U.S. can win this game. But a draw, I'll give them a 55% chance to get a draw in this game. And a draw would be,
I mean, you're saying obviously 75%. You're saying it's a 25% England win, which I would say that's pretty confident. That's more confident than I would be. I would put it more like 65% real, just trying to be clear-eyed, trying not to be, patriotic, whatever it might be, unreasonable. I'd say it's 65% England win, and then you're trying to make up 35% on the back end, and that might still be a little bit kind.
I think it's higher.
Number's not our strong suit here.
And it's I would say, like I said, 70%, 75% chance that England wins this game with experience, with quality, with form, all of the above is in favor of England. But like I said, that means nothing once that whistle blows. So if they are maybe not focused as they need to be, maybe they are playing a little bit more lax, but too much relaxing from the group that typically runs team over, then I'm going to go with the U.S. if they can play aggressive, and it's all going to be on Tyler Adams, Yunus Musa, and Wes McKennie. That's the strength of our team. If they're playing well, that gives us a great opportunity to win this game.
So the game is about to start. The game is about to start. So get your clock set up. If you're watching, feel free to spoil it in the chat. Let us know what you're seeing, how you're feeling.
Today I got cable.
Oh, nice.
I'm not slow today.
I'm going to be slow.
My favorite comment so far comes from Rocky that says, "Sail on over, England. See what's up." Which is
bro, I'm here. Come and find me, bro. I'm here, bro.
Yeah, sail on over. See how these colonies are doing. All right, we'll just check in with us. Red coats, game is off. Match your clocks to us. You can see it up on the top of the screen here. We are off and running here. U.S. England game 2 in Group B for both at the World Cup. Iran with a very, very dramatic win this morning. I am 20 seconds in on mine. You could watch with me. You could watch on cable as well. Up to you. Feel free to spoil us. Let us know what you're seeing in the chat. Christina Uncle will join us in a second to talk a little bit more about what we've seen so far refereeing-wise in this tournament. Bradley, what do you think the approach from England is going to be tactically in this game? How are they going to try to get at the U.S.?
Yeah, I think it's similar to Iran. I think they're up to the front man, Harry Kane. I think he's setting up, making plays. We need some runners in behind. Sterling more, the runner in behind. Saka more, ball to feet, taking people on. But I think it's more of the same. I think we're going to start with a good tempo. You can see now with a good tempo and try and get an early goal, because we're a country that if the longer the game goes on, I think it's in USA's favor. We get a lot of stick back home. So I think they're going to want to get an early goal.
Remember these standings, folks, as you watch with us or live. Ball played in behind from Timothy Weah. Haji Wright just not in position to make the run on that one. We are a minute 20 in.
I'll tell you right now, Weston looks a lot better this game already.
Just
with his touches, movement. He's playing on the right where he's very familiar with that position with Juve. I mean, he plays with Juventus on that right side. Kind of a two-way midfielder as an 8. It seems to me that him and Yunus Musa are playing level outside of Tyler Adams, who's a little bit deeper. That's Weston McKennie's best position right now. So hopefully it looks like it's encouraging just with his touches. They're not loose. He's not taking too long on the dribble. It's a good start. It's encouraging. If
you are Southgate,
well done.
What are you saying? Oh, dang it, you're ahead of us. No, if you're Southgate, who are you sort of circling on the US 11? Say, hey, this is a guy to watch.
Yes, Weston. Okay.
Sorry, was that for me or was that for Charlie?
Yeah, it's for you, Brad.
Circling. Obviously, you got to say Christian Pulisic. I think he's one. I think the midfield three. Charlie touched on it earlier. I think the midfield three are very good. They're probably underrated in world football, but very good. I think he has to make them aware of how tricky they can make this game for England.
Somebody English in here. Well done. The U.S. has survived a minute, so that's
hey,
what's his minute name? By minute.
Hey, don't
tick them off. Tick them off.
Yeah. Let's not jinx ourselves. Let's watch the game, enjoy it. We don't want to rile them up. Let's be good. When we get our goals, then we talk rubbish. Now, but for now, we chill. We just what?
But yeah, keep it. Keep the peace. Keep the peace, right?
Let's pretend to be humble. Foul.
No. Absolutely not. Bigger body.
What?
Get in the gym.
Stop, bro.
Hey, this is a very promising start for 4 minutes in. I know it's not much, but I'm
like camping in your half. What are you talking about?
Let's go. The tempo. I like just the confidence. They're on the ball. Look at that, playing east to west, getting north, south. Here we go.
Okay, all the directions, all the cardinal directions. We're going all of them. All right,
northeast,
north, south.
I want to see a lot of northeast, northwest. Here we go.
Like the U.S. is like a compass today, Brad. Like a compass.
Right now they're just huffing and puffing. We just need to let them get over this little bit. Wait, you ever had a fight with like your older brother, older sibling, and in the beginning, like he's letting you get some punches in, and then
get some swings.
When he really gets mad, then it's a wrap. So. This is what you guys are doing right
now. Charlie, do you like a huge debate among U.S. fans on Twitter and even in my group chats about whether Greg Berhalter made the right decision to stick with the guys that could conceivably then be suspended, guys that are crucial for the U.S. I mean, Dest, McKennie, certainly. Ream, you could sort of debate, but he's become crucial. To miss them for what still remains, like you got to get one win. So if you don't get in this game, you got to do it against Iran. If you don't have those players, you might come to rue that decision. No, do you think he made the right move in saying, hey, this is my strongest team in my mind, I'm going to play it again?
I think he made the right move. You can't go into this game and not try and win, because the next one's not a guarantee. If you play, that's massive. So why would you put all your eggs in one basket when you don't have to? If you can win today, great. If you can just get this team to believe at a whole new level with an incredible performance, maybe you get a draw, great. But you can't just bet all on Iran. Go out and show the group that you believe in them, the faith. If I'm in the locker room, I want my coach to say, hey, we're trying to win this game. We're not trying to just forfeit to England. What is that? Well, you're playing in the World Cup to play against the best. You want to test, and we always talk about young players getting an opportunity. They're young, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is why you give them this experience, this opportunity to play against England, who are one of the favorites for the World Cup. So yes, you play this game like it matters. You play it to win.
You have the whole country watching too. I mean, I think it's, Greg talked about early on in his tenure, and I think we all understand it who are involved in soccer in this country, that there are sort of moments that break out. There are moments to change the perception about the game, about players, about how much sort of the everyday person who's a sports fan but not a soccer fan, or maybe just a little bit of a soccer fan, should invest and care. And if you get this opportunity, which it doesn't come along, like, we didn't get the last World Cup. We weren't there. It was a gaping hole. When you get the chance and you have England, you don't lay down.
So, but you're right though. A USA can't afford to be playing a weaker team. They got to put their strongest team out every time. I think it just has to be for multiple reasons.
Because tomorrow's not a given. You don't know.
Exactly.
Chris Masters, what's up in the YouTube chat, says he hopes US wins, would bring so much spice to the group. Wish everyone the best from Germany. I'm monitoring Twitter and I'm monitoring, Twitch and Twitter. But let me know where you're at. I'm curious to hear where everybody is. Dallas 23311 says he's having trouble on Twitch hearing us. So I'll throw that to our producers on the back end. But I think it's just you, Dallas. So refresh, come back in, or go to YouTube. Yeah, I see you, man. I feel you. What do you think about no Reyna, Charlie?
Yes, Eunice.
Reyna says he's fit, but he's not in the lineup once again. Is he? Do you think he's fit, or do you think this is just Greg saying, yeah, to a certain degree, but he's better option off the bench for us?
I don't want to guess when it comes to if a player's fully fit or not. I would say, in my opinion, Greg's just going with the team that he thinks is the best chance to win, and who are going to work on both sides of the ball, and who he feels confident can play at least 60 minutes in this game. Because you can't go into a match thinking, oh, I might have to sub this player out at 30 or 45. I don't know if he's fit enough, if he can make a sprint, if there's soreness. You have no idea. But I think for Greg Berhalter, I know these players are going to be committed and on both sides of the ball, and I don't have to worry about them in any instance, whether it's commitment, whether it's health. And I think that's just what it comes down to.
Yeah, I think Gio Reyna's got to be involved somewhere. That guy's the one dude that can get a goal out of nothing. He's a little bit different in that way. He's got to be involved somewhere along the line. Let's go, Bukayo.
No, limit him. We got to limit Bukayo getting on that ball.
Just a perfect world for Brad. Just Arsenal and England mashup here.
Oh my God, today could be amazing for me. If Bukayo scores, oh my God. Could be really good for me.
Oh, good tackle, Haji.
Referee.
Good red tackle, card. Haji.
It's a foul. It's a red card.
How is it that my cable is a minute behind? I have both on. My cable is a minute behind the stream I'm watching, and you guys are ahead of me.
Yeah, it's Kansas City. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to splash out for decent internet, mate. Come on.
Yes.
I don't want to give a free ad to my provider.
Oh my God.
You have to score. You got to score this. Was that a deflection? Oh. What happened there?
What happened? Walk us through it, Charlie. Ball behind, Jude Bellingham.
Yes.
Yep.
Tim Ream got caught. He was trying to play the pass inside, and then Saka cuts it back. It's a fantastic cut back to Harry Kane, and Zimmerman does a good job. What all center backs do, just sacrifice your body. Keep your arms tight. Oh. It's a huge block from Walker Zimmerman. And if they are to get a result today, it'll go back to this play, and you could say, "Hey, Walker, we forget your penalty is forgiven."
1-0.
Stop it.
Oh,
you would have celebrated more than that.
That's our ball.
Harry Maguire.
I don't believe you.
Oh
Harry
my
Maguire
God!
On the dribble, stop it.
Oh, come
Absolutely
on, man!
Stop it.
Charlie, I don't know about you. Does that not annoy you? That kind of shot from
Of course it annoys me.
Bro, you have a striker that used to annoy me so much.
Oh, whenever a defender pulled up to take a shot, I'm like, what's in your mind? What is?
Hey, because in this situation, all right. So who is it? Mason Mount.
All right, even
In
if
this
Mason
situation, listen. All the defenders now are pushing up. If the number 9 just goes with that line and you do a cheeky little ball over the top, it's almost a tap-in
every time.
every time. You know the movement I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
You follow the line
They
and
follow,
then
cut
and then
right,
he thinks
right
it
when
back.
you
Oh.
read the pass, cut, done. They're against the grain. They're going the wrong way. Momentum takes them.
Exactly.
And
a bigger percentage to score a goal, though. That annoys me. That kind of shot.
Me too, because you know it's a goal kick every time.
Yeah.
As soon as it moves the foot, you know it's a goal kick.
Yeah. Now I got to press the defenders. Now I got to, you know.
Welcome to our watch along here. It's 2 strikers crapping on defenders. It's Charlie Davies and Bradley Wright-Phillips.
Hey, we're speaking the truth.
It's facts, though.
It's fair. Yeah, it's fair. Look, they get 1 or 2 opportunities a game, guys, and they just think, this is mine. This is my moment to be a legend. You guys get to celebrate, click your heels, do the stanky leg in the corners, and I'm just back there doing dirty work. I got to take my shot.
Yeah. Let's talk on this stanky leg. One time, I can't remember what game it was. Charlie scored a big goal against us at Red Bull. That annoyed the hell. When you done that, I didn't know you too well, and I was like, "This guy, who's this dude?"
Hey,
I was so mad with you.
Same with them heel clicks, bro.
Oh, that stanky leg was fire, but he used to annoy me. I was like, "Look at this guy."
Had to bust it out. That was right when I came into the national team in 2009. That stanky leg came out. I said, "All right, this is my thing."
All right, let's bring Christina Uncle in. She is our refereeing expert here on our watch along for the US England. Christina, welcome.
Thank you.
Stop, Christina.
Okay, nothing so far to talk about in this game. That's good for the U.S. Have 4 players on yellow cards: Serginho Dest, Weston McKennie, Tim Ream, and Kellen Acosta. Just a reminder, 3 of those 4 on the field. As we wait for a little bit more action here, we'll jump in if we see it. Tell me about what you've seen so far this tournament, just from a broad refereeing perspective. I think the way refereeing works, there's games that people are like, yeah, I like that. And then there's plays and moments where it sort of turns into a furor, so to speak, and people are unhappy. How have you judged the refereeing and consistency therein so far?
Tyler.
Overall, collectively, if I can use one word right now, it's the word inconsistent, right? And it's inconsistent from our messaging going out, right? Of us saying, the points of emphasis for this tournament being declared to all the viewers that, right, it's going to be tighter refereeing, more yellow cards, right, less dissent. And then we have a series of plays that are kind of really confusing and hard to explain to individuals because of small nuances, such as, right, Ronaldo's penalty that was given against Ghana, right? And there was some very small contact that some people said that's
soft.
Boo.
That was a soft.
Didn't like it.
Christina, you know that.
Yeah, that was.
And then you compare that with which FIFA is saying they like the penalty on the Ronaldo one, but then we have Senegal.
What a play!
Qatar. I know. Sorry, I'm watching it too. Like, then we have Senegal Qatar, right, which was not given as a penalty, right, and that's one that we do want recommended for a penalty. And then add that with Canada's, Larea, right, this collision, which was too soft for me, in my opinion. But it was more than Ronaldo. So I can understand why people are struggling right now with kind of the back and forth of taking these clips and comparing them and saying, what is subject then to VAR review, right? If we're saying that these are, what is a penalty, what's not a penalty? And, we use the word clear and obvious for VAR recommendation. And in this tournament, they're using the standard of just an error for these officials because they worked together for over 4+ years to even get to this level. But there's just been a lot, even from a refereeing standpoint, saying, guys, we're sending the wrong message by saying this one is a penalty, but this one's not a penalty. It's hard for people to get their mind around it. And even us, sometimes I'm like, that's such a small nuance that in this game, we need a penalty to be a penalty, right? It's too much stakes. It's tournament play. This isn't league play. Like, there's way too much on this. So if I could use a word for that, it would just be that collectively. I know that this team, the third team, the referee team, has been out there working hard. I mean, you guys have played, like, the pressure in a World Cup is just unexplainable. Now, give that whistle to the referee who's in charge of the fates of countries and, add that extra layer of it. But, and one thing I really have not liked from this is truly some of the output by FIFA with respect to the communication to the viewers, right? Even me, I'm sitting here saying, I need this replay. We're not focusing on the points, like, for example, in Canada, on Buchanan, right? Everyone's saying VAR completely missed that recommendation. No, they did check it. it just wasn't a foul. And I agree with it. And there's explanation. There's good debate as to whether you think it's a foul or not. But the video replays never showed the Buchanan potential foul in the first place. They just went on, and it just left everyone bewildered. And we can't leave the audience and the viewers completely confused. And that can come down to camera angles as well as, you know, even the VAR like graphics that drop down. And so it shows that there is going to be a need, and it's not going to happen this World Cup. But take it in the next World Cup. I would not be surprised if you guys are going to get the VAR audio output on these games in the future.
I would love to hear that audio.
Charlie, do you call for that? Sorry, Andrew.
All right.
Charlie, do you want that penalty though? What that Ronaldo got? I don't think that's a penalty, but are you calling for that in a game? You wouldn't say nothing. You wouldn't say you got touched, nothing.
Oh, I don't think it was a penalty. If I'm in the game, I'm going down. Get it, but that's not a penalty. That's not a penalty.
Yeah, I don't think it was a penalty either, but I can understand. I want that.
Yeah, of course I want that.
We will we'll call you back in as soon as we have any plays to discuss here. Haji Wright just heading to the left.
First shot of the game for the
of
US.
The post here. Little early ball in from Weston McKennie, shaped into the near post. Header across the defender from Haji Wright. Just a little something. What do you make of the game so far, guys? We have the chat saying, hey, come on, give us some play-by-play. I would also argue, chat, watch the game as well. So that would be a point of emphasis for you, but there's something.
Yeah, I would say it's for the US. It's they're trying to figure out the tempo and the intensity that England are going to play with and how they play. So they're still trying to figure it out. Whereas England, when they get on the ball, they're like, we know what our strengths are. We're trying to find Saka in those 1v1 situations. They probably should be one goal up right now. But the US are building into it, and it was always going to be something where you build into the game.
I think it's going to take the natural, the underdog against the heavyweight. The way it's been going in this tournament, I think guys are like, the teams are staying in the game until the second half, and then they're like, oh my God, actually, this isn't as difficult as I thought it was.
Right.
Then they kind of go for it, you know, and I think that's what USA are trying to do now, which is why it's so important for England to get a goal. Because the longer this goes on, it's going to be trouble for us. They have no pressure on them, I don't think, in terms of winning this game.
England ball, that's been a theme so far. Possession heavily toward the Three Lions.
Yeah, but we don't care about that. We don't want that. We need a goal.
No, I love this possession in your half because we've seen them make some sketchy passes, especially against Iran. And you if you lose the ball in this area, you're just giving the US that chance.
Yeah. And they'll be happy with that. I think Greg Berhalter will be happy with this. It may look like, you know, the numbers will tell you, whatever percent, but I think if you can win the ball here, it's a problem.
I'd say put it on Harry Maguire's feet.
I was just going to say, we need somebody with a good English accent out there. Harry, pass it to Harry. Harry's open. He's open.
Yeah, Colin. Harry is actually very good for England, normally.
Oh, yeah. See? Let y'all play with the ball in your own half.
Because it's not us. It's not what we want to do. Yeah, it's not what we want to do. This is my problem, though. With Southgate. It's not. Yeah, bro. I don't even want to get to. All right, we'll talk about that later, maybe. But anyway, let's go.
Is there a weak spot in the England team for you?
Yeah, Southgate.
Here's that block, by the way, from huge block from Walker Zimmerman. Got a lot of stick after that first game against Wales for the penalty.
Yes, look at that.
Given up against Gareth Bale.
Eunice.
Referee, that's a foul.
But a great block from Walker Zimmerman.
Eunice Musa, 1v1 defending on Bellingham.
He's just so strong, Kane.
Let cross.
I see Charlie's. That's pace. That's
Serginho Dest, when he gets in that area, I just want to see him whip the ball in.
Yeah.
U.S. playing into the right flank. Serginho Dest crossing area, tries to cut it back, deflected. No. England turn it around. U.S. recover possession. But those are good moments, and those are the moments that we had moments against Wales in those transition moments where Pulisic wasn't able to find the pass to spring it. He got his head up quick enough that time to do it.
But I'm with Charlie.
It's not good enough.
I'm with Charlie. I think whip that in earlier. The more you do that, the more the attacking players know, okay, this ball's coming in. Then they can start to figure out and making runs, timings of runs. But I think full backs and wing backs, they're not doing this enough where you're just getting the ball in the box. When you've gained an advantage, cross it in the box so forward players can understand, okay, this guy's going to beat a man, he's going to whip it in, I need to make a run to the near post or back post. It's simple.
Yeah, don't overcomplicate it.
Don't overthink it. Just put it in an area.
Oh, that's a good ball from Harry Maguire.
He's got that in his locker, bro, just not for Man United. Let's go.
But Tyler Adams got it. No worries. Yes,
right.
yes. Whoa.
So far, our conclusions here from two strikers: defenders don't shoot. Also, anyone in crossing position, just cross it. Don't
cross it.
Early crosses are the best crosses.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, or as they might say in England, get it in the mixer.
Come on, B. Okay.
Come on.
See, that's a moment that you want if you're England with Ream sprinting out of the back. Didn't have a position to take advantage, but
see, this is why this game we're gonna need Foden at some stage.
What is it about Southgate that frustrates you, Brad?
Honestly, Southgate, like, great man. I think he's done a good job. But I think if you look at all the players for England now, they play at top teams. They're playing in some of the best competitions. Some of them are, you know what I mean, playing the best football of their career. I think he's not the guy to coach these guys. I think it's somebody. I always say, imagine you put Pep in charge of the England squad. I think then you see the true potential. I just think Gareth is a little bit behind what these guys are doing week in, week out with their clubs. That's my opinion. I could be talking rubbish,
but
I just think he's a little bit
my only
behind
argument. My only argument to that is, look how well they've done. They get to a Euro final. They get to a World Cup semifinal. It's better than the previous golden generation.
But you know why, though? Because that's the talent. That's with what they're bringing from their clubs. I don't think he's enhancing that. I think that's what they're bringing. They're just bringing knowledge or the experience of playing in the Champions League final, you know, in whatever big game. So they're bringing that now to the England team. But he's not enhancing that. I think they need somebody that can take them to that next level. That's why when they get to a good team, they won't win. They won't win because they don't have that. The coach has to win the battle then. It's not the players all the time. That's my opinion, though.
Reminder, these are live standings for us. If you'd want to watch this game, Fox Telemundo in the U.S. If you're not in the U.S., I can't help you. I don't know the listings in Germany or wherever it is you are.
So basically you're telling me that he plays with the Middlesbrough tactics and he's not playing he's not playing with City
don't
tactics.
Don't put those words in my mouth. But I do think he's a little bit behind the kind of coaching I think these guys need or are used to.
Yes, Dest.
Sustained possession here for the U.S. Excuse me, for England. The U.S. Back with a line of confrontation behind the back line. Dest, Raheem Sterling, 1v1 here, headed into the 18-yard box. Charlie, as he said, yes. Good defending from Serginho Dest.
Just don't dive in.
As I say, a little interesting there. A little interesting there, but he got the job done.
That's called defending with the fear of life. That's how he was defending.
I don't think it was great defending. I think that Raheem Sterling didn't really get the dribble. Yeah, I don't think
got a little fortunate, but hey, we'll take good. It's fine. We'll take good fortune.
That's when you have like this fear in you.
Serginho, just tell us 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. Serginho, just let us know. All right. What have you seen so far for the U.S., Charlie? Who stood out to you?
Tyler Adams.
We're only 25 minutes in, but who stood out?
Tyler Adams and Yunus Musa have both stood out. Yunus Musa, surprisingly, with his defending, has been fantastic. Anthony Robinson's getting forward, and Serginho Dest, I think, has been more active than usual, but his service still hasn't been great. But you can start to see they're getting the ball now in the attacking third. We haven't seen this. They're looking like they're settling in. They've calmed their nerves, and now it's trying to find the right moments to take a risk with the passing, moving off the ball.
Good ball, McKinney. England need to change something. I agree with you. I think you can see them settling in now, and I think, like I said before, they're thinking now. He's got to score. He's got to score.
What happened? McKinney on the right flank. Nice ball to Yunus Musa. Musa checks. Here's
He's
that
got to
crossing
score that.
opportunity for Senior
Well,
Dest.
not
He
score.
cuts it
Oh,
back.
that was
Weah
massive.
whips it in. Ball there. Oh, off the
He's got to
hop.
hit the target. I shouldn't say score,
Off
but
the
he's got to hit
hop
the
from
target.
McKinney. Unmarked, free opportunity at the penalty spot. Off the half volley, sort of a little bit of a skipping ball into him. Beautiful, beautiful cross from Timothy Weah.
But it's the buildup and the patience.
Oh.
Everything in that sequence. I'm standing up. I'm clapping. I'm hopeful that whole play right there gives me a lot of optimism.
So it should. Body. Well done. Ball.
Yeah, Anthony.
But you're right, though. That's
huge
an
opportunity
encouraging
for the
play.
US.
He's got to hit the target. He has to hit the target there.
Oh,
That's what worries me about the US. I think they're going to have a few of these plays, but who scores that goal?
yeah. I
Who
mean,
does that, you know?
Weston does that for Juventus. He
It's
scores
true.
those
He does.
exact goals off of crosses, getting into the box. That's where he's really shined.
That's
Although
why I think Gio needs to be on this pitch.
Yeah.
Reina, I think he needs to be on this pitch as well.
Yeah. Well, you also expect your number 9 to be there and
That's
have
true.
presence. Haji Wright's been very quiet.
Yeah. That's why I think Sargent, I would have preferred Sargent. I think he gets involved in the game more, all-round play, bringing players into the game. I think he does that a little bit better.
Tell me you wouldn't put Tim Weah up top.
Maybe.
That doesn't make that makes
it
perfect
makes
sense.
Yeah, it makes
because
sense.
he's in form. He makes great runs. You need to have a striker who makes intelligent runs. And
Oh my God,
my man's
sorry.
in form.
Yeah, I agree. I
That
think
way
he
you can
play
get
him
Gio
up
Reyna
top.
on the pitch.
Yep. And there's a more chance of goals there now. Now you got
Give him a yellow card. Do you get a yellow
that can score. Don't do that. It's not a yellow card.
How do you not get a yellow for that? Come on.
Just mistimed a little bit.
I mean, just a little mistime. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It happens. It happens. Yeah.
Was that the beginning of a potentially promising attack? Stop.
Nah.
Nah.
1 second.
We've got our guy in Germany, Mr. Masters, Chris Masters, saying to UBWP that you're a legend for him. He watched every MLS game that you played in just because of you and your goals. Wish you the best in life. There's an uplifting message.
I appreciate you, man. My guy. I wish I could get the same respect on this stream here from these guys, from Charlie and Andrew.
Well,
We spent years giving you respect. We spent years.
What just happened there?
Cross
Appreciate
the
it,
ball
Enjoy the
in
game.
from Anthony Robinson, back to Robinson from McKinney, U.S. in a really bright moment of the game. Yunus Musa, deflected shot from about 30 yards out. Good strike though.
Shots.
I'll tell you this. Oh, referee, this dangerous play from him. Why you can't put your head there?
You can't put your head.
You can't put your head there.
Give the man a yellow card.
That's dangerous.
I love the shot from Yunus Musa because that's what's needed. You need to take shots. Deflections can happen, but it also opens up the box. Defenders have to step forward.
They have to step out now.
It's a good move from Yunus there.
Can I tell you guys this? You need to score in this little confident moment you're having.
Hey, settle down. We don't need no
pressure. I swear. You're gonna need to score within this pressure you're having.
This is what it's called, Charlie. This is called coping, right here. This is a coping mechanism from Brad. Hasn't seen an England shot in about 15 minutes, and he's just like, "You have to score. If you don't score, it's over. You have to score."
Have you noticed, Wiebe, that when Zimmerman gets on the ball, he is not looking to play anything more than 5 yards. It's get it off my foot. I'm not trying to make the game. I know I'm not the best passer. I'll play it to somebody who can.
Smart though.
Yeah.
I respect that. But you know what? I knew this was never going to be a thing where England come out and pop. This is why I talk about Southgate, because they don't know how to play and dominate possession.
Yeah, if I'm watching the game, it's the US who's the favorites.
Yeah, more comfortable in possession, but this will be dangerous for you. It doesn't matter. This is better for us. We don't need Stop crying for yellow cards, bro.
Not a single yellow so far in this tournament.
Yeah, it's a friendly match.
You guys are not allergic to it.
This is Stones right here. That's a yellow. Give it to him. It's late.
What? Yeah, you got no shame, bro. You want to win off for like a sending off?
Hey, that's not our problem. These late tackles. We're getting in a groove right now. The confidence is flowing.
You are. It's going to be a downfall. You're going to think, we're actually as good as England.
No, it's these blue kits. They're fire.
They are nice. Sorry,
They're
People
better
are-
than the whites. I'll give you that. They're better than
I've
the
been
whites.
saying it the whole time. They're fire. People coming at me for no reason. Okay, what do we got here? Tyler, just a predator.
Yeah, that guy's a beast.
Look at him. No, he already lost the ball. That's not a foul. Look, there's no foul.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh, come on.
Oh my God. Hey, this was soft.
They don't call that in the
Yep.
Prim, do they, mate? No, a foul day, isn't it?
He said that's standard, innit? Standard.
It's standard, isn't it? No, that's a foul for sure. Let's not be silly. Ref, he's all over him.
Mason Mount too light.
Scott Uderson, that's not proper. None of this is proper. Pass it to Ari.
No,
Yes, Weston. He's focused today. He's motivated.
he is.
How could you
He
not be
wants
though? I
to
mean,
go
that kind of
Prem.
to me
He
that
wants to
kind of
go
goes
Prem.
back to the decision that we were talking
oh,
about
this
for
is trouble.
Greg
This
to
is trouble.
play the
This is
top
trouble.
team.
Oh!
Oh, turn it. Oh, let's go!
Whoa.
Come on,
Whoa.
please be real. Please be real. Weston
Whoa.
McKinney headed down the right flank, driving into the 18,
We're gonna have to wake up.
back across to Yunus Musa. I don't know if
Oh,
this is real, but I'm
yoy.
praying. Christian Pulisic on the edge of the box strikes it. Oh, the crossbar!
That thing was moving.
Yo, he hit that
Oh,
nice.
the
He hit that nice.
crossbar.
He hit that clean.
That
He hit
thing was
clean.
knuckling and moving.
I know. I got him as a goal scorer in the 3-1. 3-1 to us, but I got him scoring.
Oh, what a hit. What a hit that was, man.
Hey,
Oh.
this is
around
the
America
best
now?
performance the U.S. has had
Stop,
with Gibraltar
stop.
against a
Come
quality
on.
opponent.
Yeah,
Stop,
no doubt.
bro. Stop it, Charlie.
Unquestionable.
bro.
Unquestionable. Christian
This is
Pulisic,
what- this is what you
left
guys
footer
do.
off the crossbar. Hop
Bro.
in the YouTube. I see you asking.
Yo, you're gonna be like, yeah, it's 1-0 because we hit the crossbar. It's
Utterson.
basically
Oh,
1-0.
like an
Oh,
udder,
yeah.
Scott. I got you like an udder.
Oh,
like
are
I
you
would milk
okay,
you.
Harry?
Okay.
Harry, are you okay, Harry?
I'm trying,
Oh, my
Akira. We got people saying how far behind we are. Look, like
I'm gonna go toilet. I gotta quickly go to the
all right,
toilet. When I come
yeah.
back,
Good luck.
Go
Yeah.
shut. Go
Hey.
cry. Go cry a
throw
little
up.
bit.
Go
Shut
throw
those
up.
when I
tears
come back, it'll be
behind
1-0.
closed doors.
Go throw
It'll
up.
be 1-0 when I
Yeah.
come back.
Go
All
ahead.
right. Okay. Yeah. all right.
Throw up. Go take a cold shower.
You better praise
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
take a cold
refresh.
shower.
Refresh yourself.
Oh, let's go. Oh, this game got me.
All right, free kick for
Hyped.
England. This is about 45 yards out, I would say.
Yep.
Charlie, 40 yards out, directly in front of Matt Turner's goal. Oh man, that was a hit right there, Charlie. That was a hit. What do you make of this game so far? You said for the U.S. is their best performance against top opposition under Berhalter.
Yes.
And to me, this is one of the reasons why you couldn't hold players back in this game. Like you needed people to be up for it. Free kick taken. Maguire heads it back across the box. Serginho Dest saves it. Haji right back there clears it out. Good defensive moment for the U.S. But like it sets the tone, right? You need to have belief. You need to have sort of, what this team seems to thrive on is an ability to be the aggressor, to be confident. I think if you held back, you said, okay, Weston, you're not starting. Serginho, you're not starting. We're going conservative. I think you take that away from your players.
I still think Haji Wright hasn't found the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tim Weah was moved to the 9 in the second half and Gio Reyna came in. Not at halftime, but at some point in the second half. And we still have Brandon Aronson as well, who his movement is fantastic. But I think Tim Weah has finally made himself a player that has to play. As long as he's healthy and fit, he has to be on the pitch.
A lot of people screaming for Aronson, some in the chat as well. What sort of role do you think Brendan can play in this game?
Get it out.
England attacking down the left flank here.
Turner. Yes. And the quick distribution.
Mount.
What do we got? Oh! Oh.
You're ahead of me.
Okay.
Ball bounced around in the box here.
Christian making that run.
How was the loo? How was the loo, Bradley?
They're scared.
Why was the bathroom outside? That's a question you have to ask yourself here.
Outside of this room I'm in.
Gajo Grande says, is it true whoever loses has to keep James Corden? James Corden is yours, Brad. He's
That's
yours.
all
We,
right. No,
we
you
didn't
guys can
want
have
him.
him.
We're not
You
keeping
guys can
him.
have
He's
him.
yours.
You love him. You guys love him. You can have him. We want 21 Savage is the one I heard. We'll take him back.
You definitely want him back.
We'll take him back.
Ooh, all right. Let's say two good chances for the U.S. Obviously, one very good chance for England. But right now, on balance of things,
Handball.
Yeah,
Handball.
handball. It's a handball.
Yeah, I like this ref.
100%.
He knows what he's doing. I like this ref. Christina, tell this ref if you can. If you know him, tell him a great job.
Oh, this game is a good one. This is the best 0-0 game I've seen in a long time.
This is rubbish. We
here's
need some. We
McKinney's
need something.
chance. If you're watching with us, turn your head over. I know you obviously saw it. What did you see in this play, Charlie, from the U.S.? What made this so?
Well,
so cutting?
it's the action before the actual cross, in terms of a number of players got a touch on the ball, good movement, and then just being patient, not rushing it. You see the cutback ball, the head up from Dest to play it back and not just whip in the cross. And then Wes McKinney is so good at finding those little gaps in the box, unmarked. But you have to, like Brad said, Brad made a name for himself because he got that opportunity that was on goal at the very least. This has got to be on target.
Yeah. Great play though, man. If they can get a couple more of those.
What's the technique issue for Weston there? And how would you be thinking about trying to?
It's difficult just because it bounces. And with that bounce, you just have to make sure that you get your knee and your body over the ball.
Yep. Yeah. Well said, Charlie. That's a man that knows how to score goals.
Weston McKinney getting ready for a long throw in. Went and used the photographer's bib to dry his hands off. That's just a veteran move by Weston. Chucks it in, header out. That's going to be.
Haji ain't cutting nobody with that cut, but we'll take the corner.
Hey, yeah.
that was the longest cut I've seen. It took that long time to develop.
Butter knife out on that one. It was a little blunt, but yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Corner kick, U.S. 39 minutes in, approaching the 39-minute mark. Still
that's not a foul.
Stop holding
England,
it, though.
U.S. Obviously a foul called. Charlie doesn't agree.
Charlie would be crying for that foul. I've seen him cry for those fouls. I've been in games where he's crying for stuff like that. So let's not pretend.
I never said I wasn't crying for it. But how many times did I get that foul? 50-50.
I want that one. Hey, bro. I'd have fell down too.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going down.
Forward.
Yeah. Tyler is an absolute monster.
God. Couldn't that guy be just sick this evening and then we come back for the Iran game? Jesus.
Yes.
U.S. wins possession in midfield.
I'm
narrating when Charlie and Brad have already watched, unfortunately, here.
No. I'm a bit behind Charlie. I don't like this at all. I need to get live.
Nice little ball over the top. It'll dink the ball to Weah from McKinney.
Well done.
Position.
Get a card after.
Just not a.
And one. Oh, feet.
Good recovery. Yep, take off. Yep, that's us. Don't do it. That's well done. The AR, Christina's on point. The AR is on point tonight.
Christina, phone that AR and tell him he needs to get on the referee's level.
Shoot a quick text. What's up, them?
Oh, man. I know a lot of people said Serginho Dest shouldn't start because he's not the strongest defender. Well, this is why you are hyped about Serginho Dest, to play in these type of games. To defend, but to get forward and
please, no, what? Oh, God. This is the terror.
Yeah. This
nice little
is
back
why
heel from Timo. Timo Weah, Serginho Dest driving into the box here. Deking. Deflection out
he
for a
had
corner
Harry
kick.
Maguire shook.
Yeah, he
had Harry Maguire shook. I love that from the lads. Go on.
Oh, it's a good block from Maguire though. Being in like,
I don't like this. This is getting a bit
defending like a giraffe there, but managed to stick that long leg out and get a deflection. Corner kick coming from the U.S.
That's not a bad area. That's not a bad area.
Charlie will let us know whether or not the U.S. Have any opportunity off this. Ball in from Christian Pulisic. Easy header out. No runners for the U.S. Not sure what the time. It seemed like timing was off on that set piece, Charlie. What?
Yeah, it's weird. It was in a good area.
Completely off.
Or nobody was like they weren't ready for the ball to be played.
I don't know.
Yeah, Americans don't communicate too well, so they probably didn't know the signals and stuff.
I mean, Yunus Musa playing completely different than he did last game against Wales. Yeah,
I mean, I think you can say that about most guys here.
Yeah.
Does there come a point, Charlie? Come on! Do it for us. Come on! I'm just living on Charlie delay. Like,
but it's crazy because Charlie makes me think they hit the post or something.
I know.
It's the softest header in my. It come off his shoulder.
Stop it!
Bro, it come off his shoulder.
Pickford look at his face. He's going, oh my God, it's gonna go in.
It was wide when it left his ear. It was wide when it left his ear.
Man. Look at him, panicked.
I did just see a tweet, Brad, that said Jordan Pickford needs science to find a haircut that works for him. Nothing seems to work.
He's like Jordan Pickford reminds me of the guy from Goonies. You know the hey you guys. He reminds me of him. Just I don't know why it just reminds me of him. Let's go. You're not running in behind enough.
Is Saka playing today?
Nah, he's chilling. I think he's still in bed. He'll be here soon, though. He'll arrive.
Hey, Bellingham's been locked up.
So stop it. I heard you pushing that narrative.
Now. Locked up.
I heard you pushing that narrative earlier. I heard you doing that. He tackled him one time. He's like, oh my God, he's all over it.
Hey, he's done absolutely nothing, bruv.
Yeah, but he's not the only one.
Oh my God!
King Boxing says that your Pickford sounds like Caveman Patrick, like from.
I don't know who that is.
Patrick from SpongeBob. Come on now.
Oh, that's your pick? I don't watch that, bro. I'm older than SpongeBob was later for me. I watched Rugrats. I watched those kind of things.
Okay, I got a little bit of both. SpongeBob was late in the life. I used
to see it, but I'm just like, this looks stupid.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
But yeah,
that highbrow Rugrats stuff. I feel you.
Yeah, it was like I was like more.
Let's go. Can everyone be quiet? Whip it.
Nah,
you've got to cross
Serginho Dest defending, bruv.
Stop, bro. You're gonna jinx this guy.
Oh God.
Oh, Megs. Oh, good defending, Serginho.
No!
Oh, hey, good play. All right, so we've seen what they're gonna do now. Now we're gonna play. All right, cool. I get it. I know.
Bellingham whips it in. England with a sustained bit of possession and some danger coming now. Luke shot at the inline. Saka.
I like that. He got scared.
Saka
he got scared.
There.
Anthony Robinson got to him.
Charlie, let me ask you this.
In his mind.
Let me ask you this. You're talking about his Serginho Dest defending. Did he get Meg there? Was that
Yeah, he got
by Luke Shaw.
I think his leg was in the air. So technically
don't do that. It wasn't. Don't do that. We've just arrived, boys. We just arrived.
Good 45 minutes in. Okay.
Yeah, we just arrived. No, because we didn't need too long against you guys. We didn't need 45. So
okay.
1 added minute to the first half. We'll have to ask Christina about that one as well because we've seen a ton of added time. But this one didn't have many stoppages.
How do you go
no
from
goals.
9 minutes to now 1?
Because they see England getting their groove now, and they say,
They're trying to get England. England's just trying to get off the field. It's trying to go back and regroup.
They need a sub, though. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Yes, Turner. Big time save.
No. It's Target. Can't
Turner.
complain.
Let's go, Turner. Had
Shaw
to be
plays
massive.
it in. Nice
Had
little
to be
slip
big.
ball in.
Oh,
Hits it
post.
first time. Good save. Good save. Mason Mount with
it's
the
hit well.
right-footed
It's not a good
drive.
save. It's a routine save, Andrew. It's a routine save.
Yeah,
That's not
in the World
that's
Cup,
hit
Brad.
well.
That's good. That's a good thing to make
You
a
know,
routine
keepers-
save.
Why?
Keeper-
Because he's in
keepers cheat to the
Qatar.
back
Because he went
post.
to that country. It's a good save. Okay,
No,
cool.
keep cheat to that back post. You know they were. He easily
didn't
could have
cheat.
bent that to the far post.
He should have.
He didn't,
It's because he played for Chelsea.
which makes it a
Chelsea
good save.
Yeah, Chelsea. If it's an
Okay.
Arsenal player, it's a goal. 1-0.
We will
coming up.
get you the highlights here at halftime if you're sticking around.
Yes, Turner, gobble it up. Here we go.
Oh my
No,
God.
calm down. Calm. Don't rush. Calm. Yep. But absolutely buzzing going into halftime. Absolutely buzzing.
Easy catch for Turner.
I want to talk to the chat. How do we do this?
Let's get these chat questions in now. I'm
Chat, let us
absolutely
know.
buzzing
Let
after
us know.
45.
Chris Masters, Turner, like a boss, like a box. The chat says it's now called soccer. That's official from the chat, Brad. So you'll have to adapt accordingly. It is now soccer.
All right, I will not do that. But
So you have the live Group B standings on the upper left here. Still England with 4 points. Obviously, we have a point off this 0-0. I said 0-0. What am I doing? 0-0. We can't. Yeah, 0-0. What am I? Come on. Traitor. Turncoat. 0-0 at halftime. The U.S. What would you say, Charlie? U.S. better of the two teams? How would you?
Yes, without a doubt. And I know Brad's a good man. He will be honest. The U.S. were the better team in that first half.
A little troubling, isn't it?
I won't lie. After the first 10 minutes, they built some confidence. They wasn't nervous anymore, and you started seeing what they're trying to do. I think they should have actually scored. They should have scored off, not scored, but hit the target or made more of the opportunity. I think they'll be the happier at the two teams for sure. That's dangerous for you, though. I think that now England, when they're going at halftime, something's got to be said. Something's got to change. I can't see this happening for 45
They
minutes.
look a little tired.
No, they're not tired.
They do look tired.
No,
They look sluggish.
They don't look tired. I think they're just surprised at what the USA have.
Hey, don't be
USA
surprised. They've seen Christian Pulisic in that Premier League do some
exactly.
things
So they
to
wasn't scared. I don't think he's been good this year. So I think
that might be the
they've
case.
underestimated him. That's why I put him to score. I think he scores today.
We've seen when he's at his best. Him
What he
chop
can do.
suey all English English Premier League teams, including Liverpool. So for me, they have to know that these guys can play.
No, they do. I think it's gone are the days where England disrespect USA like that. I think they know. I think what you've showed us this half is probably the best it will get. And I think next half it's got to be all England.
What
It's
did
not, I'll be very surprised.
What did the U.S. show us, Charlie? What did you see?
I saw patience and build up. I thought they knew we're not playing east-west here. We're trying to play forward and play at diagonals. They were able to do that. And then it's once they get into the attacking half and attacking third, it wasn't just rush, wait for a good moment, and then whip that ball in, find a player, pick him out, and not just do these hopeless crosses, actually pick someone out. That for me was massive. And then winning the ball back. I think the defending from Yunus Musa and Tyler Adams has been so inspiring because England may have been able to get the ball into the middle third and then they look to play that aggressive pass forward. It's been cut out or it's been intercepted or just tackled back for the U.S. to regain possession. So those two in particular have really been stood out to me. And then you throw in Weston McKennie, who looks far better than he did last game in terms of getting on the ball, not rushing, not taking these long touches. And then the defending has been great. It's not that it wasn't great against Wales, with Zimmerman and Ream, Zimmerman just made one massive mistake. But other than that, the relationship of who goes, who stays, and providing cover, that looks very strong to me. So it's also encouraging.
Brad, what's Gareth saying? What's he pointing out on the whiteboard? What are they talking about at half to make this a better second half for England?
Yeah, I think, like I said, after the first 10 minutes, there's no energy. I think, honestly, I would make a sub. I think Rashford, I wouldn't know for who, but I think we need to play a little more vertical. I think we need to go in behind more. I would like to see Rashford in this game.
Off.
Yeah, exactly. I think I would like to see Rashford in this game at some stage, like sooner the better. We're playing in front of them, and that's not our strength. And I think the USA will be very happy with what they've seen this half. Nobody looked. Harry Kane can't even get into the game. Harry Kane, they can't even get the ball to him. He's not finding anyone. Raheem Sterling is a shadow of himself. Bukayo Saka hasn't run past anybody. I think we need more of a more direct. I think we need more direct plays and to change up this game because it's not been good.
All right, let's bring on Christina Uncle, our refereeing expert, who's helping us understand what's going on from a slightly different perspective in this tournament. Christina, what did you see in that first half from a refereeing perspective?
So from a refereeing perspective, I mean, clearly I could hear BW and Charlie both love him and hate him at the same time.
It's a normal experience then. That's just refereeing in a nutshell.
Every time they've loved him is when it's been for their team, and every time they haven't liked him when it's been for the other team. So just clarifying. Also, I saw in the chat someone was asking what an AR is. Proper terminology. Thanks, guys, for using it. Assistant referee. In England, they call them lino, but here in the United States, we call them assistant referees. Lino. But that being said, the officiating has been okay, in my opinion. There hasn't been any kind of major calls, but this is what I meant by the inconsistency, right? We had a couple of those tackles early on that were yellow cards in other games, but not yellow cards in this game. So you can hear, Stu and John Strong saying that should have been a yellow card because they're calling the game based upon what they've seen throughout this tournament, which is causing this confusion and inconsistency by, just by viewers in general. So I like the fact that he held his yellow cards in, right? Because in a normal game, this wouldn't be the types of yellow cards we would want to see. You can see holding maybe the yellow card in Weston McKennie, right? With the kind of arm in the upper right, because that would have been his second yellow card accumulation. Not saying that's what we need to do, but this is where that language gets lost. So ultimately, overall, collectively, has there been a game critical decision that has impacted the outcome of the game? The answer is no. Are there some desires for, right, maybe not calling that foul in the middle of the field and breaking down that promising attack? Yes. So that's kind of what I have with this match so far. I think there always is going to be more game critical decisions that need to be made in the last 15 minutes of these types of games.
All right. When those decisions come, we know who we're going to. Straight to Christina Uncle. Thank you so much, Christina. Happy not to see a yellow card for the likes of Des McKinney and Ream in this match so far. Look, the first half for the U.S., Charlie, went pretty well against Wales, too. But it's the adjustments that need to be made. And look, we're not there yet. So what does Greg need to be thinking about at halftime? Is there a substitution possibility here? Could you see Haji Wright come out? Could you see Aronson on? Maybe are you pushing Weah up? Maybe you're bringing on Ferreira. What do you see from an adjustment perspective for the U.S.?
Right now, you don't need to adjust anything because you don't make that adjustment until England makes that adjustment. Yeah. And it might be England that doesn't necessarily make any substitutions, but changes tactically how players are lined up and maybe who they're trying to play through. So in terms of what the U.S. are doing, you keep doing what you're doing. You don't make any changes. If England all of a sudden change their formation or make some substitutions, Marcus Rashford comes in, now you have different problems to solve. That's when you have to make adjustments. Haji Wright hasn't been all that involved, Josh Sargent was more involved than he was in the first game. This is when I would throw in Tim Weah at the 9 and bring in Gio Reyna, another player who can get on the ball, who can dribble out of pressure, who can come up with that one moment of magic, whether it's combining, whether it's taking a shot or the vision. Brendan Aronson is fantastic in the press. So it depends on how England change this game. If it's needed another player to win back and be more defensive with the press and just movement, then it's Brendan Aronson. If U.S. continue to keep possession and find those moments and you need somebody who's a game changer, then it's Gio Reyna. And Haji Wright would be the one coming off because you're not taking off Pulisic, you're not taking off Weah, you're not taking off Musa, you're not taking off Adams. And I guess it depends on Weston McKennie's health right now. If he still feels good, then you keep him playing because he's so massive on set pieces and he's done well in the first half. So the only player that you would sub off of performance would be Haji Wright. Anything else, I think it comes down to how England come out in the second half.
You worried at all, Brad? Are you feeling good? Just
Nah, we're good. We're good. I think that's you've huffed and you've puffed with your two shots.
the house is still standing. You built that thing out of brick.
Yeah.
That's a proper estate, isn't it?
No, all jokes aside, I think they've been the better team. I think England need to do something. Knowing Southgate, nothing's going to change. It's gonna, we're gonna have to wait a minute for that. But yeah, we need to see something. We need to see some life. For sure, because it's not been good enough. I need to see Saka doing what he does for Arsenal. I need to see Sterling looking like Raheem Sterling. I need to see Harry Kane getting chances, shooting. Not seeing any of that. Our midfield, I think this is where we're losing. We're losing it in the midfield. I think Tyler and Musa and McKennie are chilling. I think they're probably surprised how easy it's been for them after the first 10 minutes. So something needs to change quick.
I'm hyped for the second half. If you were Gareth Southgate, who's coming off? Are you making a halftime substitution, or are you waiting maybe to the 60th minute to say, let me give my hair dryer talk. I'm coming at you. You guys need to pick it up. This has been horrible. You come at players and you give them an opportunity to change, or you say, you know what? I'm not giving you any time. You're off. Nah. Rashford on. Phil Foden's on.
I'd like to say, Charlie, that I'll change it at halftime, but I wouldn't. Knowing my personality, I'll probably cower out. So I'd give them 10 more minutes and I'll be looking at guys like Saka. Even though I'm a big fan of Saka, I don't think he's done enough. I think as a young player, you're playing in a World Cup against a team that we should be dominating. I want to see a bit more.
Oh, here it is.
What happened?
Said we should be dominating.
We should be.
Okay.
No, but we should be. And I think I'm looking at Saka, Sterling, and Mason Mount. I think something's got to change. I'm giving all of them like 10 minutes. And if not, Rashford's coming on. Grealish is coming on. I need to see something. So yeah, I'll change within the first 10 minutes. If I'm seeing nothing different.
Chat says that you wouldn't admit if you were nervous, BWP, that you would hide it behind your steely glare. You would just pull the page boy hat down lower and
ask him how that bathroom doing.
all of a sudden, he just drank too much. He drank a lot of coffee, drank a lot of water. Just needs to escape.
No, I'll be real with you. I wasn't nervous, but I was thinking after half an hour, this isn't looking how I pictured it, So I was confused. I wasn't nervous. I was confused. I'm like, okay, I knew they were going to have a moment where they're, on top of it, but it's not.
Here's the good news for England. The U.S. has rarely put together a full 90 minutes of performances like that. Charlie,
yeah, but they're playing their big brothers. So then now they have something.
That's true. When you will throw yourself against it.
Yeah.
If you're playing your big brother, I know how that goes. As a big brother, you take those little brothers. They can take some shots. They just keep getting up. You thought you dropped them, but it wasn't for that. All right, Charlie. Look, as I said, good 45 against Wales. Not so good second 45.
Don't breathe. Don't speak that into existence.
I'm not trying to speak it into existence.
Already done. Already done. It's already happened. It's into existence now.
It's the same.
All right, let's talk about England's past at the World Cup.
All right, Wiebe, let me answer.
I'm
going to answer your question right now.
Something into existence.
No, Wiebe, I'm going to answer your question right now. In regards to Wales, we took our foot off the gas. The killer instinct was gone. We were settling for the 1-0 win. In this instance, it is. They did not change when Kiefer Moore came in,
and he was causing problems.
Stop it with the problems.
He was causing problems.
What problems is Kiefer Moore going to cause? It's not about Kiefer Moore. Stop it.
He was causing Kiefer
Moore. Yeah, they changed.
If we bring on Callum Wilson, that's what you're going to deal with. You'll see.
This is what happened. Kiefer Moore, you play to his feet. You play to his body. He brings it down. When Daniel James was in, they just played into space and said, go run. Hopeless balls, especially when it was predictable. So for US, you talked about today, Tyler Adams and Yunus Musa, Weston McKennie, how they're probably like, this is easy. This isn't what we were expecting. We were expecting to chase the game. For Tim Ream and Zimmerman in that game, they said, oh, guys, here it comes. Long ball, Daniel James, no presence, easy peasy. We got this. Kiefer Moore comes in. It's no more long ball. It's to him. He brings it down and
That's
he plays to, whether it's Aaron Ramsey or just connecting a pass. In this case, you just say, guys, go out and get it again. Same mentality. We're trying to win this game. We're not playing for a draw. And that's what it looked like. US were playing to win this game. Do the same thing. Now, in the game, that's when you need those players, the leaders like Tyler Adams, to say, guys, let's slow it down. Or guys, let's speed it up. Or guys, let's high press a little bit. Let's let them get comfortable with passing out of the back again. Give them the space. We're going to lock it down.
That's what they need to do. I think the more possession they have, Charlie, sorry to cut you, the more possession they have and comfortable they feel, it's going to be dangerous for them. This is when you're giving guys like Sterling space, Saka space in transition. That's when it will be dangerous. They kind of need us to be on the ball a little bit more.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like what we did with you guys with Red Bulls. We said,
Yeah,
come.
Facts.
We'll come. We're not going to play this open game with you. Come.
Facts. Yeah, we struggled when any team gave us the ball. That was a problem for us. It was a problem.
How do you force the ball to England in that sense, Charlie? Is it just based on where you set your line of confrontation? Based on
Well, I think what you saw in the first half was great. They kept it around midfield. So it's not you're sitting back in your own box and parking the bus. You don't do that, because then you're playing right into England's hands of saying, all right, we're going to give their front three time in the final third to break you down. That's not what you're doing here. You're locking down the midfield. You're forcing it out wide. And then you're saying, we're actually not going to sit in our top of our box. We're going to play a little bit higher so that you have to try and force the play, force it to Harry Kane's feet, because there's no space for Harry Kane to move into. And that's what you saw. Saka was stranded. Mason Mount was barely existent. He got that one shot. Jude Bellingham was non-existent. He was a ghost. So it was a phenomenal first half from the U.S. from that perspective.
Players back on the field right now. I don't see any changes made for either side. Haji Wright kicking things off for the U.S. The ghost of Jude Bellingham is still on the field.
No, you guys are doing my guy. But hey, stop. Why are we doing this?
Look at that. Get up. Tyler Adams all day. That's my man.
Oh, damn. The game's actually back on. All right, let's go.
Yeah. And he just took it off of Jude Bellingham.
Good first touch. Hey, I love a first touch like that. Musa's first touch went straight into the, forward. Everybody on the pitch knows now, oh, damn, we're attacking. That it wakes you up kind of with a first touch like that. I've got a lot of time.
U.S. in possession in the final third.
How did England let a player like that go? That's what I don't understand.
Don't get it. Because they have too many options, so we always seem to make the wrong ones. Way too many options.
Just imagining England there with all the options in front of them, like, that one.
Oh, backfire. Okay.
U.S. in the final third here, just a minute of the second half. Scoreless between England and the U.S. You have a live standings for Group B there on the upper left-hand corner of your screen. Live means that both teams currently are getting 1 point from this game. That's why you see England on 4, U.S. on 2. Iran, dramatic winners in second half stoppage time, 2-0 against Wales earlier today.
If this first 2 minutes of the game, don't tell you that Gareth Southgate is not a guy. I don't know. I'm sorry, Gareth Southgate. Honestly,
Southgate is absolutely getting
Southgate out has officially taken hold here.
I don't know. I'd like the chat. If there's any English people in the chat, let me know what you think of Gareth Southgate. I don't hate Gareth Southgate as a person, obviously. I don't know him that well, but I just don't think England shouldn't be looking like this. It shouldn't look like this. Ever. Oh, body, get in the gym. Don't underestimate that man Luke Shaw's strength. The joke. Little boy.
Throw the ball in. What are you waiting for?
We've got a Musa is better than Rice comment here. The chat is coming around. The chat is coming around.
Musa's better than Rice. Yeah, do you know what? I don't think that's actually that crazy. I think Rice is better because I see him more in the Prem, but I don't think that's a crazy shout.
Yes.
I think you can think that.
Here we go. Counter.
I believe
Counter.
Musa at 19 is he the only U.S.
Counter.
teenager to? I think
Stones, they're going to need more pace from you there. Say that again. One day. Oh.
Counter for the U.S. Here comes Christian Pulisic.
Oh my God. Son.
Charlie just absolutely giving me heart attacks. And then I see Christian Uncle. Here comes Haji Wright down the left flank. He's in the channel trying to cut it back. Push it inside. Shot blocked. Weston McKennie on the outside of the box. Lines it up. Skies it. Not there for him.
If Haji's shot doesn't get blocked, that's in the back of the net.
Okay, so it's 1-0 to you. So it's 1-0 to you, basically, you're saying.
That's a ghost goal. That's a ghost goal, right? Bradley.
Oh, God.
Let's see. Actually, we've got it's 0-0 in one sense, but the other score here, Bradley, let's see if we can. It's 0.53 to 0.36. U.S. is winning right now. Expected goals, Brad. Ghost goals. We're winning on ghost goals.
What was it, 2010, when you guys said it was like we won 1-1?
U.S. win 1-1.
That's amazing. That's top.
We won the top of the group. We were top of the group.
That's top man, though.
At the end.
50th minute.
Yes. Look at the recovery from Anthony Robinson.
He's
the
rapid.
Positioning.
He's rapid.
That's another one. That's another one. Making choices.
Yeah, Harry Maguire, go ahead.
Raheem Sterling, he's got a burst of pace to him, huh?
No, he's got to wake up. I don't know what time he set his alarm for, but it hasn't. I don't think it's gone on.
That's soft. That's soft.
That's a foul. He had a card as well. Let's say he had a card. Can't just be holding people back.
Mason Mount, get in the gym.
Mason Mount, get on the bench quickly, just for now. And bring this form to the Emirates. When you play at the Emirates next season, next half of the season, bring this form there, please, Mason.
What did tell me about Tyler Adams from your perspective, Brad, and his progression as a player? Obviously now it leads,
but
wearing the captain's armband for the U.S. in this World Cup, a guy that you saw come up.
Oh.
Nah, honestly, Tyler, like he's rising. First of all, it's all deserved. I think I've never seen a man put in his work like that. Well, a kid. At 16, this guy was doing his own 15-minute runs around the facility. Do you know what I mean? Whatever he's got, please understand that he deserves it. But yeah, I've been impressed with his come up. Like even him being the captain of the USA is crazy. I saw this guy win the USL Championship. I watched an academy game with him before. I've seen him come into the first team and go back and forth with Jesse about formations and tactics. He's a different animal. That kid is like supposed to make it. I'm a firm believer that he can play in any team in the world. I think every team needs a Tyler Adams. I've said this before, and I say it with my chest. I think every team needs a Tyler Adams. He's a baller, proper player.
What have you made of his intro to the Premier League?
He's got on just how I thought he would, but seeing it happen is I'm very impressed. But this guy is playing against top players week in, week out.
Look at that tackle. That pumps me up. Look at him.
Look at him laughter. Look, laughter. The kid is different. The kid's different. Yeah. So to answer my question, that play right there.
Chasing down Saka in a transition game.
I love his reaction every time too.
Because he thinks like that the night before. He can't wait to get in these guys' faces. There's other players that are scared to come up against these guys, or they'll tackle them, shake their hand after. He actually wants that smoke with these guys. That's how he thinks. This guy at 16 years old would be telling me, yo, close him down. Go and press. I'm like, who's the kid talking to? Then you realize, he's just a winner, That's just him.
Jude, scared.
Foul. It's a foul. But you don't want to see. I'll be real with you. I'm not saying Tyler's better, but you don't want to see Tyler. No one wants to see Tyler. If you want a nice, let's go. Good ball. What are we doing here with that touch?
Look at Matt Turner.
Because he learned that from Arsenal. Yeah, he learned that from Arsenal, obviously.
Yeah, that's the Arsenal in him.
You're welcome, America. Great tackle. That's a sending off.
Let's take a look at that.
No, Christina, he studied it.
I want
Christina,
VAR on
I need
that.
you here. I need
Let's
you
take
here,
a look. VAR. Let's get a look. I want to look.
He's coming studs up. He's came in studs
Let's
up.
see this. Oh, let's go. VAR. Let's get a look.
This is stupid.
Studs. Look at that. That left foot was up. Studs exposed.
Could have killed him. Could have killed him.
Both things.
Look at that. First every time.
Got the ball
Right
first. You two are clowns. I will
Hey,
leave this stream. I will
let's
leave
do this.
stream. Bro, they've both gone in.
Christina,
Like,
come on in. Tell us what you think about this. Adjudicate.
That's at least a yellow card. You
Can we
cannot
hear
tell
Christina,
me
please?
that is
Can we
not
hear
a reckless
Christina, please?
foul.
This is
Oh,
what
I
we
think-
call 100% misconduct, right? You got studs, speed, force, top of the boots, right? This will be 100% yellow card. If it is contact, point of contact was anywhere ankle and higher, now we're looking at red card. But this should be a yellow card, and it looks like none was
Nothing.
issued.
Nothing.
yeah, because
I'm just
I
going to
feel
sit
like
here
I'm
and drink
just
my
missing-
tea.
wait there. Who was the US player that went in for that tackle? He done the same thing. They both
Yeah.
went in as aggressive as each other.
They are, but
This is bloody nonsense.
That was terrible.
Bloody hell.
Boy, I thought you were doing your Jamaican
No,
there
we-
for a second.
we
me too.
pronounce our
I was like,
Ds.
that's not English.
Bro, we pronounce our D's in England. You know that, right?
This is bloody
Bloody.
hell.
Bloody. We pronounce our D's.
Bloody.
Yeah, that's frustrating. And I mean, I understand yellow card accumulations, etc. But like I said, 100% misconduct. This isn't something we should manage
Bye, Weston.
because of the action.
Oh, Harry. See you, Tyler.
Stop it. Yep. Defend. Yeah.
No,
All right, thank you, Christina, for
That's put
Thanks,
little
Christina.
mount in his pocket.
telling Bradley what he
Exactly.
needed to hear. But unfortunately, the referees didn't get that message. Dang it!
Yeah. Christina,
Apparently England
like you
are
before this.
immune to yellow cards. Not a single yellow card so far in this
We're
tournament.
gentlemen. We're gentlemen. That's it. That's how we that's our what should we call it? That's our reputation. We're gentlemen. We don't do anything reckless. We're gonna need a goal though. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to see Rashford turn.
Still 0-0, 55th minute. England's second best. If we're ranking,
That's
teams,
not true anymore. If we're going off of stop doing that. Don't do
If
that.
we're ranking teams, just teams and
So
countries.
your stream must be behind you still in the first half. Because we've been camping in your half right
Hey,
now.
Rashford is running hard like he's about to go in.
He's been told, bro. Because we're not stupid, right? We can see this game needs someone else immediately.
Yes.
Good run. I can't see.
Yes. Yep. Foul.
Hurricane got to
Yep.
set his alarm too.
Give him a yellow
That's
now.
that's a great tackle.
Give him
What?
a yellow. It was the first one. It was the first.
First
one.
what?
Yeah, the first contact. Christina's with me.
Bro, you're a troll, bro. You're a troll. That is not a foul.
Oh yeah. Juke him out of his shoes. Yep, give that get it off your foot. Yep, you're not the guy. Look at England sitting back.
Bro, if this game's a draw, I'd be so like I'd be disappointed.
England sitting back.
Not
Good.
sitting back.
Look at them sitting
Can
back.
we, if it's a
They wanna
draw,
park the
if
bus.
it's a draw, can we get a tabloid headline in England that's England lose 0-0? Can we?
England, no, England parks the bus.
Definitely not parking the bus.
Yes, Eunice, forward. Look at this. Okay. I love this. I love this. I love this. Oh,
Well done, Jude. Who's that, Jude?
the ghost? Casper?
U.S. building up the left side. Yunus Musa from Anthony Robinson. Switch of play. This pattern has worked pretty well. McKinney to Weah, cut back. Bellingham, good defense to get in front of the onrushing U.S. attacker there.
No, Casper he's fine. He went back.
Play reset.
Hiding.
Play reset by the U.S. Possession
Get
for
it off
the
your
U.S.
foot,
here.
Des. No more of that. All right. You showed enough.
Do you know what's worse? You know what's annoying about this? I'll be totally honest.
What, the Jose Mourinho's coaching England now? Or what?
No, this performance here lets me know that we can't win the World Cup. So, do you know what I mean? We're gonna win this game. Like, you guys will be hurt in about half an hour. But
Yes.
this
Say-
is just not.
See. Corner kick. Yes.
I thought something good.
You know what
happened.
I enjoy? Yeah, I enjoy
thought something good
that.
happened.
You know, good things are happening when you start to see the word "states" on your screen. That's a U.S. drives in. Christian Pulisic shot deflected.
Yeah,
Jordan
but this
Pickford,
performance,
terrible. Jordan
Look at
Pickford in his
Pickford. Come on, guys.
1980s
Use your
TV
head.
villain
Use your
haircut
bloody
isn't
mind.
quite able to get
Use
there.
your bloody mind.
Declan Rice with the deflection.
that's a problem. You guys are gonna get happy, but who's gonna
Yeah, I
score
love
for
that.
you?
That George Washington wig. I knew
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
He looks-
oh,
oh, come on. Oh, God.
ref, yellow card. Can we get the yellow, please? Can't just go
Oh,
around pushing
Zimmerman
people.
was there. Look at the ghost. Casper, come on. It was fouled.
Corner kick in from Pulisic. Oh, Zimmerman was arriving. Good clearance.
Yeah, there was a perfect play
clearance.
to pick there.
That
It was a pick play.
a vital clearance.
Oh, and Harry Maguire was there, though. Damn. Otherwise, we're looking at 1-0.
Yeah, he got a widescreen head. That's why.
Mm-hmm. I
Well
love
done.
this.
Well done. He starts to make that step forward, but then he realizes, steps back, gets there. Yeah.
1 sec, guys. Let me
Look
just
at
get
Greg
my phone.
Berhalter.
Let me
Look
just
at
get
Greg.
my
He's
phone.
saying, get up there. Press.
Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I just need to text Gareth.
Look at this.
Mate,
Make
not
this
good.
game good.
Not good enough.
Look at another corner. England are reeling. They're going backwards right now. We're just going
Gareth?
forward. More momentum. We
Can you make
feel
that
it.
sub
It's
now,
coming.
please, mate?
Here it
Preferably
comes.
Rashford or Foden.
It's coming. Here
Just
it
said-
is. It's coming.
I just messaged
Christian,
Gareth.
this is you. Make it back to back. Good set pieces here. Good corner kick.
Gareth, if it doesn't change, you're coming home.
Here we go. A good ball. That's all I ask.
All right, Christian,
Good
come
delivery.
on.
Oh,
Ah!
yes. Okay, Tyler, absolute monster. Another corner. Let's go. Let's go. States.
First corner
Let's
kick
go!
in. Harry Maguire yet again heads it straight up in the air. There's Tim Ream. McKinney goes for it. Not there. Tyler wins the ball edge of the box. Oh, Harry Kane clears it out. Now Charlie's going to tell us whether we score.
Right now.
Tell us whether we score. It's like the Battle of Saratoga right now. October 1777. Crucial victory for the Americans. Turning point.
Foul.
Revolutionary
Pushing him
war.
back.
No, just better,
Pushing the
bigger
back.
body. Yep.
Well
Oh,
done. Light work.
You can't
get-
let Harry Kane
Bro,
defend.
Pulisic-
Win it back.
Bro, Pulisic can't run
Ball
past
back
Harry
in
Kane. That's
again.
embarrassing.
Look at Harry. He can't
Better
run.
thank God
He's
for
your most
Harry
skillful
Maguire.
player. He's your most
Oh
skillful
my
player
God.
ever to live, and he couldn't run past Harry
Look
Kane.
at
That's
Harry
crazy.
running slow as
That's
hell.
your trickiest player, and he couldn't beat
That
Harry
ankle is
Kane.
not well
That's
because my
funny.
man moving
That's funny.
slow.
Right, he's still going to score.
Looking
The
for a goal
US
here. We're
are
getting hyped
bossing
up.
England
U.S.
right now.
fans got to be excited about this. Just the performance.
Give me a second. Jack Grealish is FaceTiming me from the bench. 1 second.
Expect that camera not to work if you
Yeah.
get that goal.
This camera's gonna break.
He was asking me if South gets picked up yet. He hasn't replied to my message. This guy's left me on red.
The chat is saying, Charlie and I agree, the set pieces are better today. There were that against Wales, we were not really beating
my
the first
God.
man much.
That's
Juked
feet.
him in.
That's feet.
Juked him in his feet. Out of his feet. Let's go. Let's go. Look at Tyler. Absolute 10 out of 10 today.
Diving.
A 10
This
out
guy's
of 10.
diving.
Tyler Adams.
He's been all
Give
right.
him the perfect score.
He's been all right.
Look at him. Can play for any club in the world right now.
He could.
The way
He
he's
could.
playing today. Are you kidding
No,
me?
he's good.
Get
saying
that
it.
free
Yes,
kick.
Mason Mount.
But
That's
you
a
can't dive,
foul,
though.
Get
Mason.
Mason Mount off the pitch.
300,000 pounds a week.
You don't want that,
300,000
Charlie.
pounds
You
a
don't
week for
want that.
what?
Rubbish.
You don't want him off the
He's
pitch. Trust me.
absolute rubbish, mate.
He's not rubbish. He's just not playing well today. You don't want that man off the pitch. It's trouble for you if he comes off the pitch.
Woo! Come on, guys. Come on. We need a goal. We need a goal. We are almost 63 minutes into this. 0-0 for the U.S. 0-0 for England.
Sorry. Just open it.
I see. Now he's drinking. That's how he's got to cope. He's got to cope. You hear
He's
that?
not feeling good. Yep, corner. Another one. Another one. Here we go.
Oh.
Weston McKinney, right now. Let's go, Weston, right now. You.
Guys, can we go back
I'm done joking. It's Weston's time right now.
Can we go back to my Southgate point, though? I mean, like, come on. Are we going to change anything? Are we going to...
What do you think? What are the people in England? What are they saying at the pub right now, Brad? What is the...
I can't swear, so... But I'll show you. I'll mute the camera and I'll show you what they're doing.
All right, lip readers out there. Come on, Charlie. Make it happen, Charlie.
Olympico, stop it. Let's not be stupid.
Oh my gosh.
Let me mute 1 second.
Yeah.
Better.
Oh. Run it back. Another corner.
Jordan Pickford just flailing and wailing.
Oh. Yeah. Pump up. He's saying pump up the crowd. Let's go. More noise.
Come on, Pickford touched that.
Yeah, it's another corner. Stop. Relax. Here it comes.
Pickford looks like
Weston.
Come on.
Yeah, you got a piece. Oh.
Pickford looks like a extra on Peaky Blinders.
There's no foul.
Foul. It's a foul.
No foul there.
Charlie, you can't hold people. You're not allowed to just hold people.
Like this. No foul.
We had him in a full Nelson, bro. It's like WWE. You can't just hold someone in a full Nelson. It's a foul.
No, his arms are behind him.
That's what I'm saying.
The wrestling
arms are behind him. Full Nelson.
We're not doing wrestling.
Oh yeah, put Jordan Henderson in. That screams.
That's not the top.
That's attacking. That's an attacking move.
No, he's a leader. He's like a manager out there. He's a better manager than Southgate, actually.
Oh, do you think he's gonna bring in
he's gonna coach the team? Yeah, he's gonna coach the team.
Okay.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait till we score. I cannot wait till we score.
That is a scared substitution.
What did I say before? If you just got here, chat, scroll back to the beginning. Can you do that and see what I was saying about Southgate? I shouldn't be talking this reckless about him, but I'm sorry, we're here now. I'm fed up. With this squad we got, we should be flipping winning these games easy.
Well, you've been parking the bus today.
No, we haven't. Grealish. No, it's not the sub, actually.
It's the lorry. It's not the bus, it's the lorry.
The double decker?
Nice. Good vocab. Where's my daughter?
Look at Tyler Adams again. Eat it up. Harry Kane on one leg. Yes.
Good pass.
Cross to no one. What do you mean?
Oh my God,
Harry
man.
Kane is out there, mate. Nobody in the box. Oh, look at Weston.
Easy collection.
What's up,
from Matt Turner? Probably the best. I don't know. That might be the best moment in the second half for England so far.
Oh, without a doubt, that was the best moment from. Oh yeah, Jack Grealish and Henderson. They're coming in to shore up the midfield. Oh, jeez.
What happened? Charlie talking rubbish again?
That was close. Turner took a little.
Thank you, Ray.
Too much time there.
Charlie, I want to talk about you. The way you might be right about Harry Kane. He ain't moving great.
He's not.
I think they bring on Wilson or Rashford.
They got to play Rashford at the 9. They have to play Rashford at the 9.
Currently warming up for the USMNT: Aronson, Reina, Sargent, Acosta, and more.
Mm-hmm.
What from that? What changes might you want to see, Charlie?
I'm only taking Haji right off. I'm not taking anyone else off. No one's giving me reason to say, "Oh, I'll make that change." I would take Haji right off and move Timothy Weah to the 9. And then bring on
next
Gio
to
Reyna.
Pulisic and have both of them, because it's been a lot of like a 4-4-2 for the US. Pulisic has not been so withdrawn. He's been more of a runner, more in advanced roles than that sort of 10 role.
Which is
he's dropping in. He's dropping in a little bit now as the US get in possession, trying to find those little pockets to turn.
There, hey, he got your text. Sterling off. I actually like that substitution. Take Sterling off. I like that. Keep Mason Mount on. Take Sterling. Oh, the ghost. Casper off.
Sterling off, Grealish on for Gareth Southgate. In England, you're muted, Brad. Just FYI, just in case you had thoughts here. I don't know, maybe he's trying to keep.
No, I knew. I was just swearing.
He was
I was
following.
just that's very respectful of you. Sterling off, Bellingham off. Here comes Jordan Henderson talking to Mason Mount right here. Mate, better. Got to be better.
Now I'm curious what the next move is. England makes the first tactical adjustment. So what's Berhalter going to do to counteract that?
Let's go.
We said it was
rubbish, man.
You said it was the midfield. That's where the U.S. we're gonna get it in this game, and so far that U.S. midfield has won the battle.
100%.
So they've absolutely dominated the midfield.
All right, calm down.
Yunus Moose. Oh, damn! You can't play in the space like that.
Yeah,
Tyler Adams and Yunus Musa single-handedly have just absolutely balled on these.
Let me see what.
Come on.
I'm gonna need to see Rashford very soon. All right. I need some pace up there.
I'm gonna need to see Gio Reyna on the pitch. Is what I'm gonna need.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
Where's Foden?
Oh, not too much. Good.
Yeah. I'll just come
70th minute here, still 0-0, 0-0.
Rubbish game.
From the English
Lucky.
perspective.
Be grateful for us. Be grateful for us because this game is embarrassing.
Yes, Haji, use the strength.
The USA playing the best they've ever played in life.
Yes,
That's a foul.
that's what our 9 needs to do. Fouls.
How is
Hold
that a
up
foul?
the ball, win the fouls, move the team up.
Holden it.
You're a clown. Bro,
Yeah,
that's a
we all
foul
know-
for England. 1 second.
Oh, this is good.
He isn't coming back. If the U.S. score,
10 shots, 7 corners.
sounds like
9
Aronson
fouls.
is going to come in here. Who do you think he's coming in for?
Oh,
Weah?
Jesus.
Is it McKinney? McKinney just went over and was sort of jogging around trying to get his legs going.
Yeah, could be.
Good ball from Tyler.
What happened? Shit.
Dest.
Looks like his knee. Yeah, his knee took a kick there. Knee to shin.
Oof. Please score, U.S. says Hop.
You can
Donovan.
see you can see Jordan Henderson and Harry Kane talking quite a bit right there. Obviously, Gareth Southgate had some instructions and probably what Jordan Henderson has seen throughout the game, saying, "Hey, Harry, you're not getting involved, or I see this space. This is how we can start to get into the game." So if Harry Kane starts to make different movements, it should start now.
I think he should have got taken off too, Harry Kane. I don't think he was good today at all.
Oh, get there.
So we got about 17
Right.
minutes left.
If this game ends 0-0, Mount is still up. What? I didn't realize. I thought he came off. Foul, yellow card.
You can't take him out. You can't take him out. It's crucial to the effort here. England playing for the 0-0. It's sad to see, to be fair. Country is
It really is.
Look at your shape. You got everyone back in your half, bro. Like,
I never would have thought I'd see the day where they would just park the bus.
Your whole team is back right now. Good pass.
Nice. Harry. Oh, Weston McKennie, top defending mate.
Oh my god. Terrible.
Again,
catch.
run it back. Good defending.
Not
Protect.
again.
Yes.
Charlie's screen in front of me is annoying me. Hey, how do I change this?
Oh, it's the worst thing in the world, isn't it? To have
I can't get excited for any attacks.
No.
I can't get excited.
Well, to be fair, that was if you're watching it live, that would be true too. But
All right, we got to make a sub now. Don't.
What a
make
tax. That's
these
what a
subs
tax.
way too late.
yeah,
Yep,
it's
fresh legs. We need some fresh legs.
I agree. We're getting a little bit past it here, where a change would be nice. Should there be any change, Charlie, to the way that they
Look at
manage this game?
Brad, are you kidding me with that ball though? To no one, just lumping it forward.
Stop. I didn't see it.
This is bad. What were you gonna say, Wiebe? I'm sorry. I was just.
I
disgusted with that play.
sorry, the League One team here that.
You guys have changed your tune. You were talking about, yeah, what kind of subs do we need? I thought it was the best performance ever.
It is.
You need subs, right?
You need at some point you need fresh legs. Oh, great ball from Weston. Christian looks a little tired right now.
Get him out. The top dogs are not doing anything today.
Are we playing?
1-0
Are we
coming
playing
up.
England or are we playing Millwall?
Facts. I think you're playing Chelsea.
Okay, come out. Come out. No space.
I would love to. Let me see what Twitter's saying.
Come on, where's the sub? Where's the sub? Especially given there's another game in not that many days that is also quite important.
Oh, you nervous?
No, just trying to drive the nail home.
Look at everyone in there.
So Brent Aronson's coming in. I wonder who
man.
he's coming in for.
Good turn.
Yeah, but
Good touch, man. That's difficult to deal with.
What do you think? What would the logic be behind not using a sub so far, Charlie?
because you don't want to change any of the rhythm that the team has right now in terms of the defending. Oh yes, good goal kick, big time, and offside. You don't want to break what's going so well for the U.S. right now, because one sub can absolutely change for the wrong and put you kind of going the opposite direction. If somebody's off the pace, losing the ball, so you hold off because no one had shown signs that they were fatigued, that they were looking for a substitution, so or playing poorly, and Weston McKennie's coming off.
Here comes Brendan Aronson.
I don't think this changes much. This is a good sub.
Rashford coming in as well.
Hey, let's go. Trouble.
I feel like Gio Reyna's going to come in, and again, I'll say Haji Wright come off. Keep Way at the 9.
But can I tell you what's going to happen, Charlie?
Yep, go ahead.
Now you're in dangerous territory. This is the end of the game now. They're going to get scared.
Jack Moore coming in for Dest, I'm guessing.
So now they're going to sit back a little bit. They're going to get scared. This is where you lose the game, because you won't be confident enough to carry on playing how you've been playing.
What's it say that England's playing for a 0-0 draw, Charlie?
Stop it. It's never happened in the history of England.
Like Brad said, he has no confidence in this group going forward after the knockout rounds. Just zero confident. And now you don't even know if they'll get out of the group.
I didn't say going forward. I said winning the World Cup. Sometimes at the beginning of the World Cup, I lie to myself. And I'm like, yeah, we can win this. But how they're playing against our little brothers is crazy.
He's doubting the Wales
I'm
match.
not doubting. I've just woke up.
What is this? It's not 1750. Who's the little brother? What are we even talking about here?
You guys are little bro. Come on, stop being silly. You know you're the little brothers. It's like in real life.
Saka's coming off instead of Kane. Don't you think Foden and Rashford should be coming off?
Shaq Moore on.
Shaq
Shaq
has
Moore
been rubbish.
on for the U.S. That's an interesting sub. Not Yedlin, Shaq Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why would you bring? Why is that? You wouldn't bring on yet. Yedlin hasn't done anything for a minute. Sorry, DeAndre, but yeah.
In terms of training, maybe hasn't looked sharp. So what people
Yeah.
don't see if
Moore is
taking-
more of a crosser. That's the other thing I could. It's more sort of his.
Okay, what a pass. Nice little dink. Okay. Now what?
By the way,
Now what?
we
Now
will
what?
be here for postgame. Matt Doyle will join us. The other note here is that Weston McKennie will be available against Iran. He did not pick up a yellow card in this match. That's a pretty big. Serginho Dest in the same boat will be available as well. Did not. It's a little too much on the ball from Christian. Just want to see one or two more opportunities. I want to see. Come on now. We haven't had
There's
any.
Aronson with the press. Okay.
Yeah, Aronson's a substitute that worries me. I'll be real.
Pass it to Ari. Ari, no min on. Time.
Oh, look at Shaq Moore. Tough.
Wow,
He
yeah,
said-
yellow card.
Okay.
Come on, man. You can't do that.
Yeah, getting Grealish's head right now.
No, he won't get anything. He gets this every week. This guy thinks it's Cobra Kai, bro.
Backwards, yes. You knew Luke Shaw was going to play backwards.
Luke Shaw can't believe himself that he's playing in this World Cup. Good touch, Luke Shaw.
Nice. Yes, Brendan Aronson. Recovery. And then movement off the ball. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Let's go. Oh. Oh,
Nice, Harry
Harry
Maguire.
Maguire's
Great
holding that
defender.
hip. He's holding that hip or the hammy. I don't know. The glute. Keep attacking that side. Force him to run.
Bro, he's quicker than them guys with flipping one glute.
He's not with Timothy Way. I'll take that foot race all day.
Yeah, well, you just let Timothy Weah run out, running on goal.
Okay,
That Pickford will save it.
Well, we got Shaq Moore.
To be fair to Harry, I mean, he's doing like basically like speed training all the time, carrying that head around. It's like wearing a weighted vest.
No, you know that exercise in boxing when you put the rope around your head.
Zimmerman
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Oh, good read.
I mean, if he wasn't so big, he's an F1 driver. His neck is so strong.
Neck is brazy. Pause.
Did you see that ball from Zimmerman? It really gave Tyler Adams, put him in a bad spot.
Any element of nervousness here, Charlie?
Yes,
We know-
Charlie, tell the truth.
We know
Tell the
Brad's
truth.
nervous. We know Brad's
I
nervous.
told you
keeps
guys he wouldn't score. I
He
told you
keeps
he
turning
wouldn't
off
score.
his camera to cry.
Yep.
So
This is Matt Turner. My ball. Yes.
Sorry, I didn't say you wouldn't score. I said you won't score many. Sorry, my bad.
What?
Go on.
Of course, I'm nervous.
yeah, I'm just nervous in like a you don't know what's going to happen in the last 10 minutes of game sense. It's like a excited nervous.
yeah.
It's a
It's a. Don't have this unbelievable performance.
This is not an unbelievable performance. This is just, oh wow, they're actually not as bad as
Stop it. This is a top performance. They're better than England. They're the better team.
Stop, bro.
You crazy?
Stop.
England's done absolutely nothing in this game.
Yeah, and we still got like a chance or two. So imagine if we play well.
That you're not playing well.
yeah.
'cause we're playing
Why
better.
didn't you? I was gonna say why didn't you?
Because
Imagine,
we're waiting
just
for the last.
imagine.
We're waiting for the last 5
We're waiting
minutes to
for
show
the
you we
last
don't
2
need 9
minutes,
minutes. To show you that we don't need 9 minutes to beat you.
Shaq Moore.
Referee.
My man is just fouling the whole game. He came in. He said, "Let me foul."
I told you, Cobra Kai. This guy thinks he's in.
Do we have another substitute? Is Gio going to come into the game?
That's
Gio.
the question everybody's asking. Where
Yes,
is Gio
Gio.
Reyna?
Oh,
Why
look at
would you not play him though?
Weah,
Where
Mr.
in
Weah.
the world?
Hey,
Hey,
standing.
salute,
I
respect.
would stand, but I'm tired. Great player. But you know what's crazy? My first few years at Man City when I was young, he came to Man City which was crazy. I don't know how this guy, but I was training one evening with the academy and seeing this guy just walking across the turf in Manchester, Platt Lane. George Weah, like what? This guy played for Man City, bro. Like, Unbelievable. What a legend.
Absolute legend. All right, Sargent and Reyna in for Wright and Weah. Reyna and Reyna and Sargent up top. Okay.
Come on, Gio. Come on, Gio. If the U.S. are going to get a goal, where's it coming
That's
from?
why you don't. It's why are you, Mason? How is Mount still on this pitch?
I'm with you. I don't.
What Harry Kane just did there is what we need.
Look at the 1-2s out of them. Yes, let's go.
Good football.
This is proper football. Shaq, you can't give the ball right
this
back.
This guy
though.
is not coming in.
That's got to be a yellow card. That's like 4 fouls in 2 minutes.
Right? Look at this. Christina, I'm going to need you here. I'm going to need you. I don't know what's going on with this guy. This guy's just kicking Grealish every time. Right,
Man.
All right, chat. What's the final result here? Let us know. Who's going to... Is it going 0-0? Is it 1-0? Who gets the 1? Who's the goal scorer? David agrees with you, Brad. Such a shame. Every time England have a seriously talented generation, a group of players, they always have poor managers who let all that talent go to waste.
Playing like a regular team right
Glenn
now.
Hoddle was a legend.
Yeah, Glenn Hoddle was like more. Glenn Hoddle? What a ball, though. Someone's got to run across there. No, but
That's a foul. Yep. Completely.
What?
Give me yellow.
Give that a foul. Christina, can you come here, please? I don't know. Can you explain what this guy's doing? I think he's concussed.
Oof. Beautiful. All right.
You can't do that. Brad.
No,
come on.
you
can't put your shoulder through somebody's chest like that. Not even trying to play the ball.
Stop.
This just.
Now they're just trying to be savages. They're just being brutes here. That's kind of what they.
When you can't play, you've got to just try to hit people. I thought American. This is American football from England right now.
Yeah, this is what Shaq Mosman did. I think he thinks it's hockey.
Yeah, look at Tyler Adams, absolutely beasting Harry Kane.
Just would listen to Charlie butcher English names in an English accent all day long.
Oh God!
Harry Kane can't get around. He can't get around.
Back pass. Look at this. Is this England?
Yeah, I understand this. And is this your king? I get it, bro. This is like.
Are they going to get blown up? Are they going to get blown up in the papers?
They should, but they shouldn't. I'm not. No, sorry, I'm not with that. But this is unacceptable. This is a terrible performance. I'd rather you lose and look like you're the better team still. This is so bad.
You'd rather them lose though?
I'd rather see them. Well, yeah, because we still got a game. We still got a game against Wales. I'd rather them like lose and have to go back to the drawing board and say, "Listen, guys, like, can we at least try and play some good football or look like we want to win this thing?"
And in the same breath, would you say the US have impressed you?
No, they haven't impressed me. England
haven't impressed you.
I expect this. I've said this. I'm on record saying England's midfield are very. I mean, USA's midfield are very good. England would struggle with them. I just
hell no.
They don't have a goal threat. Let's go.
Yes, look at that. Test that, Turner, next time. Chest that up to your hands.
Yeah, you can catch that and sign that.
Yeah, that's
but
fair.
Yeah, I always knew that.
Chat thinks your accent has just gotten worse as the game's gone on, and a little bit like England in that regard.
How is that possible? No. My accent has gotten better.
Oh my God. I would love to be in this camp right now. I'd love to hear what gets said after this.
I think England in the locker room, they say, guys, they're a top team. We made them have to play out wide. We slowed them down. I thought we did a good job defending, getting numbers behind the ball.
I think.
Look at
I think the players are devastated. And Southgate is happy with this performance. I think he says, "Well done, tough game. We really showed heart."
Player of the match, Tyler Adams.
Yeah,
Hands
for sure.
down.
Yeah, hands down. I agree.
I better see him with one of those Instagram photos of the Budweiser trophy.
Why are you playing that ball to Harry Kane? Can we understand our players, please?
Walker Zimmerman, so much faster than Harry Kane. So much faster. Look at that speed. Look at Turner dribbling. Oh my God. This is Arsenal.
He's been
Look
at
at
Arsenal too long.
Okay.
What? That's actually a good play, though.
What are we doing now? Oh yeah.
Sergeant.
Wide. Oh.
Come on. Come on, Charlie. Live it for me. Live it for me before it happens, Charlie. U.S. on the left flank. Josh Sargent coming inside. Christian Pulisic. We already know this doesn't result in a goal because, just let it come through. Check more. That's not the ball.
Look at Turner playing with his feet, with his head. The guy is so confident. He said, England what, mate?
It's true, though. I don't know if Walker and Tim have Walker Zimmerman and Tim Ream have got a sweat on. I don't know what they've had to do today.
I mean, the block early in the game. That was really
England were playing with 10 men from the start. Actually, at 10 minutes in.
Well, technically 9, because you had 9 and then a ghost as well. Yeah, ghost and then.
I saw some heart from Jude though. Like at least he's in the thick of it. Like he might not have been as dominating as he was.
Jesus!
Can't let him out of that. You can't let him out of that.
Henderson
come on.
No, you don't foul him there. He had nothing.
That's a yellow card too.
Don't foul him.
That's
he
one of
had
your most
absolutely nothing.
Was that Pulisic with that
I
foul?
can't stand when players get bailed
Yeah,
out with
bro,
a
that's your most
pointless
experienced
foul.
player. What's he doing?
Look, he's got nothing. He's lacking imagination.
He just
has
kicked
nothing.
him. Yeah, he just kicked him.
Oh God.
That's actually a red card. Studs in the back of the calf.
Quick. Look at this.
Oh!
Again, sleeping on dead balls.
Well,
You can't turn off in the 90th minute. Only 4 minutes.
Wow, they're looking after you. This is crazy.
Trying to bail out England with a point.
Wow,
this is crazy.
I haven't seen this all tournament. This is like a regular game. This is like a Prem game. 4 minutes.
Mate, are you mad? Are you mad? Bruv. I can't believe this, bruv. Are you mad?
This guy's how they get
Chat,
Canada.
I'm going to need you. Please, God. Black Goat Jr., please not be. Please let this guy in the chat be wrong.
What did he say? What happened?
Did he say?
1-0 here?
He's saying goal England, but I don't believe him.
No, he's saying because there's a corner kick, they're about to score. He's trying to throw out the jinx.
He thinks it's funny that he got me.
Turner said gobble gobble.
Play.
Bro, I wish you were right, bro. Oh my God. You know how calm I just got there? I was like, okay.
Just a moment of serenity for BWB. Like,
here it is. Now it makes sense.
All right, give us Charlie's give us words you want Charlie to pronounce with his English accent and/or phrases. And also rate his accent here.
I think England are looking after America because I live here. They know that you guys are my.
Oh my God!
They just went like that.
Let's go.
Zimmerman cannot play out of the back. Oh,
look at this though. This is because we got
Grealish going down easy. God.
No, stop.
This is
what is Walker doing?
Stop trying to play the game.
They sound
get it off your foot.
Oh my God!
They sound scared. You scared? God damn, you guys are scared.
Come on.
Relax, it's just a free kick.
Yeah, give us your American accent, Brad.
I can only do a white girl American accent, ordering like Starbucks. I can't do American, or I can do black country guy American.
Yeah.
Give us both.
Oh my
Give us
God,
a Starbucks.
what are you doing right now? Oh my God, your outfit is so cute. Then I can do like, wait, let me just see this goal.
Just don't do anything. I don't want to see. The only way
I'm not even watching. I can't.
Honestly, Honestly, there's nothing that's coming out of this. Nothing.
Oh God, don't play that.
Free kick from the left flank coming in.
Oh, it's a good ball. Oh my God!
Harry, you've been non-existent today, mate.
Oh, Harry Kane.
I'm going to need you to get your flag. Wow, that's a good chance. That's a good chance.
Oh, Harry Kane. I don't.
That's that you dream of that chance.
That is the one right there. I don't know how he got. Oh God, he is on the penalty spot. Just kind of enough pressure on him. Flashes it high and wide to the right of Matt Turner. Still scoreless entering the final minute of stoppage time. We're going to have Matt Doyle here in just a second. We'll do a full post-game breakdown of this game, the result here in Qatar, the finale of the second match day.
Yep, foul. B. All right, this is a free kick. Get everybody up. Last one.
This result, if something doesn't happen here, U.S. would be third in the group going into the final group stage game with Iran ahead of them. Iran beat Wales 2-0 today. Second half stoppage time, very kind to them. Free kick to the U.S., as Charlie said. Final seconds. This is probably the final kick of the match. Let us know in the chat. What do you want us talking about in the post-game show? Matt Doyle will be here as well. Game's not over till it's over. Go. This is Michael Brantley.
Oh, they're playing for the draw here.
Embarrassing.
They didn't want to do anything.
Embarrassing.
Crazy. Yeah, they're playing for the draw. Yeah, it's fine. He won the point. U.S. were the better team, so I can say I am proud. I am proud.
Right in the corner, scoreless
performance.
England lose 0-0.
That is there.
Draw. A point for both. You see it in the live standings. England atop the group, but shamed. 4 points for them.
England can't beat America. They can't.
We were looking after you. We didn't want you to lose 2 games.
Iran with a win this morning against Wales late in second half stoppage time sets up an incredible third match day in Group B.
He said, mate, you got the better of us, mate. Hey, good luck.
Steps up. All right, we will be joined by Matt Doyle in here in just a second. All right, here we go, Charlie. Going to give folks a cut for the rundown. Welcome to the MLS Club and Country post-game show following the U.S.'s 0-0 draw against England. England 0-0 losers in this match. From the AT&T 5G Virtual Studios, I am Andrew Wiebe with Charlie Davies and Bradley Wright-Phillips. We had a wonderful time during our watch-along, a lot of banter, no goals. Charlie, get us started. The U.S. third in Group B on 2 points. Iran this morning, 2-0 winners against Wales. That puts them second on 3 points. A massive showdown shaping up in the final day in Group B. What do you make of this result and this performance for the U.S.?
I am proud of the Americans today, the way they played, the performance on the front foot, forced England to defend in a low block. They had to sit and defend because the U.S. controlled the tempo. They were dictating the game. They were the ones who were the protagonists, not England, which I think surprised everybody. But ultimately, the golden chance fell to Weston McKennie in the box, 8 yards out, and doesn't put it on frame in the first half. But you have to be pleased with the way they broke out of pressure. If England tried to remotely put some pressure on the U.S., they figured out a way to play through it. And I think from that standpoint, they were the better team in the midfield. Tyler Adams and Yunus Musa absolutely dominated the midfield. And the only way the U.S. were going to get a result today is if the midfield was on point. And they were. Weston McKennie had some real bright moments, but Tyler Adams and Yunus Musa in particular with the interceptions, just winning the ball back was fantastic. So I am really pleased with the performance that the boys put in today.
Some good moments from Matt Turner in this match as well, but Brad, England not getting the chances that perhaps you would have expected. As Bygone Wave said in the chat, this has to hurt if you're the type who likes mushy peas. Where do you stand after this this result for England? And as I joked, a loss, but this is not one of those games that the English public is going to look back on with affection.
Nah, decent comment by the way, the mushy peas one. Yeah, no, seriously though, like I think Charlie's right. I think USA deserved a point. I don't think they've done anything special attacking, but they stopped England from playing. They stopped England from looking like, you know, the force they can be. Like we didn't do anything. My big thing, I think Gareth Southgate's got a lot to answer for. I don't think this team plays as with fluidity like they should. I don't think the players' attributes are shown. I don't think their strengths are shown. I don't know. If you watch Raheem Sterling today for the first time ever in your life, do you know what he's good at? You don't know what Raheem Sterling's good at. You don't know what Harry Kane's good at. I don't think you see their attributes enough with the way they play. But yeah, I would love to have seen some goals. I would love to have bandaged you guys, but it just weren't good enough on the day from England. But it's a point. We're on what now? 4 points. I think a decent result against Wales, and we get through to the qualifiers.
As you look at the live standings here in Group B, England atop the group. A win against Iran 6-2 in the first match day has really fueled things for them. +4 goal differential, 4 points. That puts them in first. Iran in second. Winners against Wales on this Friday morning, this Black Friday, 2-0, second half stoppage time. 2 goals, a shocker there, but Iran up to second place in the group on 3 points. The U.S. 2 draws, 1-1 against Wales, 0-0 for England, 0-0 for the U.S. They're on 2 points and 1 point, of course, for Wales. Now it all comes down to the third match for the U.S. We knew they were going to need to get a win. They will have to get a win against Iran. Matt Doyle with us now. Doyle, we've celebrated a draw. Brad has lamented a draw. Where do things stand for you? Was this a good result? And what does it mean, perhaps most importantly, for this third game against Iran?
Well, I mean,
Iran.
Yeah, ironically, I think it's a better result for England than it is for the U.S. Like, it doesn't, win, loss, or draw, we were going to need to go against Iran and get a result. And now, obviously, there's a little less margin for error, but I think we're going to play for the win on Tuesday. Anyway, for England, it's, they did not play well, but they still got a shutout. They still got a point. They're in complete control of the group. They play the same way against Wales, which I'm sure will not please the fans. But if they play the same way against Wales, then they're through. And that's the goal, right? Like, we've seen teams play terrible soccer in the group. Like 2010 Spain did not play good soccer in the group stage, and then they turned it on for the knockouts, and they went, we know what happened. From the U.S. perspective, though, that curveball from the start with Berhalter playing that 4-4-2 and, being really all about transition. But then as the game went along, it became more about creating those triangles up the right-hand side. And the U.S. were getting just a lot of purchase doing that, like a surprising amount. And then the more surprising thing is that England came out at halftime and never adjusted. There was Brad, did you see anything?
It was ridiculous. I'm like, okay, maybe at halftime they changed something, or 10 minutes in, nothing.
Nothing. And the only thing I saw was Harry Kane dropping deeper and deeper and deeper. And I get why you do that, because he's so talented. So you want him to get on the ball. But all right, if you're going to do that, then maybe bring on a second forward, press the U.S. defenders a little bit, change the press up. It was obvious they had a pressing trigger anytime the U.S. played back to Walker Zimmerman.
Then they go, yeah.
Yeah, but that was
only Mason Mount was doing it. Only Mason Mount was trying to do that, and him on the ball and being in the game in general is terrible.
It was really strange, and I don't know. It didn't entirely feel like World Cup intensity to me. I think the U.S. had it. I'm not sure that England had it. And I don't mean to downplay what the U.S. did, because this is a big result or big performance. I thought they showed a lot of heart and a lot of discipline, but I just felt like England were stuck in third gear.
But I think that comes back to your point, though, because I think they knew in the back of their minds, they're if we don't lose this, we're good.
Yeah.
And I think that's what that performance looks like to me. They had nothing. They had nothing riding on this game, so it's just we just don't have to lose, and that's the way they played. I didn't see anything from England, nothing. If I'm a neutral, I don't watch England the rest of this World Cup. I swear to you, I don't watch them again this World Cup. That's rubbish.
It was rubbish, but I do think that they have now. They have enough in terms of motivation to go out and show that okay, this game was an aberration, and we saw what they did to Iran, right? So going against Wales, I'm going to keep an eye on that game. I think it's fair to expect better from England going out here. I expect to be entertained by England from here on out.
No, trust me. I mean, I've
We've had you
seen
for
things
so
like this.
long. You're American too, Brad. You
But
get to be
I've
both.
seen this. I've seen this. Listen, man, I just think, it doesn't matter. We'll talk about that another day after dark, but
Yeah.
Jorginho
You can
Dest,
just-
Weston
I can
McKennie,
I
Tim
can see the
Ream.
pain. I can see and feel the pain from you. I understand, but there's also that little bit inside you that's like, man, I'm proud to be in America. I am proud of what they're able to show today, and the hope, the optimism. We knew, regardless, they have to win against Iran. That doesn't change anything. But going
Charlie,
into Iran,
sorry,
now
go
you're
on.
playing with this. Hey, we can do something here. We have something special.
I see the thing that worries me, and I hope with this new squad, these younger guys with Tyler as the captain, that is different. But USA are very similar to England when it comes to dealing with pressure, how the fans are with them. And I think now they have to maybe win this game against Iran. Iran's just coming off a win. I'm not going to be confident in this game. Also, I won't be confident for the USA playing against Iran.
No,
I'll be real with you. I don't think they need that. It would be better for them to win this game, obviously, than needing to get something out of this game.
They will have, obviously, the guys that were on yellow card warnings. That would be Jorginho Dest, Weston McKennie, and Tim Ream, all starters in this game as well. Kellen Acosta was a bench player, picked up a yellow in that game against Wales, but he will be available too. Charlie, who was the player of the match for you for the U.S. side?
Tyler Adams.
yeah.
Agree.
Tyler Adams was an absolute beast, monster. Was the best player on the pitch. That's it. It was the Tyler Adams show today. His recoveries, his command, his presence, his ability to cover space, his recoveries. I mean, the tackle against Bukayo Saka in
That's
open
wild.
space, in transition, when Saka's in the lead. Are you kidding me? Top class, mate. Top class, mate.
And I actually thought Tyler looked a lot more comfortable on the ball this game than he did against Wales. Go back and watch that Wales game. He was too comfortable playing backwards. He was too comfortable not driving the game forward. And look, we all know that's his limitation. If he was as comfortable on the ball as Declan Rice, he would be playing for Liverpool, not Leeds. But what we saw in this game, he was receiving the ball with more confidence. He was taking advantage of space when he used it. So to put in that kind of performance, a two-way performance like that, nobody else should get anywhere near the man of the match award that these guys are getting after the game. This was a Tyler Adams show. Shout out as well, though, to Tim Ream. He was excellent. I thought Weston was excellent. I thought Yunus Musa had a good game as well. They showed up, man. They really did.
On the point of him on the ball, I spoke to Tyler maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago about him on the ball. And I think he only does that because Tyler's he's doing his job. But I think now he's got the captain's armband, he's going to do a bit more. I think he will do a bit more, and we'll see more of that. He's actually got very good feet. He can create. But I think normally when you don't see him doing like nice passes or holding on to the ball a bit longer, it's because he's just trying to do his job and leave the rest of Pulisic and Aronson and that. But Tyler's got good feet and is very creative. And I think in years to come, when he starts understanding that really, like properly, you got an even better player in your hands.
And you could see the Conte comparison, right? Like 3 years ago when people were saying he could be the American N'Golo Conte, everybody's like, slow down a little bit.
Sure.
But you saw it today. That was a Conte-esque performance from Tyler Adams on both sides of the ball.
I said it earlier. He can play for any team, that guy.
Yeah.
He goes in and it will look the same. It will look like that any team he plays for.
What would be a regret for the U.S., Doyle?
I mean, the regret comes on Tuesday if these guys don't have gas in the tank, right? That's the thing. Whether we lost this game, I put out a joke tweet earlier saying you could pull 11 guys from the stands, put them on the field, put them in U.S. colors, lose 150-0. Doesn't matter as long as we beat Iran 1-0 on Tuesday. Yeah. Then we're going through. I don't think the tanks hit empty the way they did against Wales because, again, I don't think this game was as intense as that one. But it's still, 3 high-intensity games in 8 days. We know that Weston and Dest have been carrying knocks. We know that Christian Pulisic is, he rarely plays 90 minutes, and he's not the most durable guy out there. So if there is a regret, it comes on Tuesday when the 65th minute comes, and suddenly we're getting counterattacked to death, and we can't cover in behind, and Azmoun or Taremi gets in behind and it's 1-0, and then we're chasing the game and fighting for our lives. That's where the regret would come.
How do you feel right now, this moment after a draw against England? I think a good performance, maybe not the perfect result. Certainly, Charlie, you'd say the same thing about Wales once again, and maybe there'll be regret about that moment in the 86th minute or the lack of an ability to get a second goal. Deep in your heart of hearts, your gut feeling on Iran right now and this U.S. team, do they get through?
Yes, the U.S. get through.
Why and how?
I think this game gave this team and the squad an understanding of how good they can be, because England are one of the favorites. And yes, they could have been sharper in front of goal. I think in the attacking third, it got better as throughout the game, but it still wasn't good enough. But in terms of the midfield matchups, the second balls, the anticipation, the back line being in sync with the midfield, the lines weren't ever stretched, which they didn't allow Harry Kane to find those gaps in those pockets, didn't allow Jude Bellingham, Casper, the friendly ghost, to get involved in the game. Saka and Sterling, kind of anonymous. Mason Mount had one really moment. That's it. They struggled to find the game. So we dictated the tempo, and we showed, hey, no matter who we're playing against, we can play our game. I think against Iran, they also know that, okay, if we draw, we could potentially go through if England beats Wales, and they expect England to beat Wales. If you have that in the back of your mind that we don't have to go for the win and we can kind of settle on a draw, I think that also helps the U.S. because they have to win the game. So you're playing on the front foot, you're being aggressive just like you were with England, but you still have to be cleaner in front of goal and take those opportunities. Weston McKennie had that magic moment. You wait for 90 minutes. Harry Kane got that moment in the end off the set piece. You wait for that one time in a game, in an international competition. Those chances don't come often.
No.
You usually just get one.
Yeah.
Weston got it, and he's used to that. He's been in those positions before. It has to be on goal. Has to. So I think for against Iran, the number 9 position is still, we still haven't figured it out, because
pack your bags, bro.
Haji Wright wasn't effective.
Pack your bags, bro. Get over there.
And again, I'm going to tell you, put Timothy Weah there. That way you get another talented midfielder on the pitch, whether you want to go with Brendan Aronson because you say, hey, we want to press, we want to be on the, someone who's just going to be active and kind of initiating when we're going to be pressing, versus Gio Reyna, who's good on the ball. You need to have possession. He's not someone who's going to chase the game or make runs in the channels, but when he has possession, he can beat people on the dribble, play the 1-2s, and his vision, I think he's a little bit more cutthroat to create chances and score goals. So it's kind of, what are you looking for in this match? If you've seen Iran, if there's a deficiency, but I think for the US, you're optimistic and you're going through. You have to believe that at this point. You got unlucky against Wales. Sure, you should have got 3 points. You were the better team for the majority of that match. You had the better team in terms of quality. They executed, we didn't. Against England, we were the better team. We didn't get the 3 points, but we got a point. Now you have to get 3.
What changes, if any, do you think Greg Berhalter will make, Doyle? What changes would you make against Iran?
Yeah, I mean, he's clearly going to keep rolling with his first squad, right? Like if you play this, first 11 against Wales and you play it against England, and you're confident in the turnaround, then you play the same group against Iran. I do think, I thought Josh Sargent's performance against Wales was better than Charlie did. So I would lean towards going back with Josh Sargent because I think he's a little bit better in hold-up play, and I think his box movement is more dangerous once the U.S. gets to the final third than we saw from Haji today. And I think he's probably a better set-piece threat as well, though Haji's a big dude. He's not really great in the air. So I would probably go back to Josh Sargent, and I think that's the only one. I honestly think that's the only one because the U.S. have looked good. We've allowed, through 2 games, we've essentially allowed 2 open play chances, right? It was the early one that Zimmerman had to block, and then there's the one late in the first half that it was a Mason Mount shot that Turner got down and saved. Like, if your defense is that well and your structure is that tight and the cohesion is that good in the group, I don't think you change the group unless you're convinced that somebody's legs are dead. And I'll go back to what I said 3 times already. I think because this game was probably played at a little bit lower intensity, I'm not sure these guys are going to be as completely spent as what we've seen from teams coming off of, a big win in the first leg or a big performance in the first group stage game, rather.
We'll have the live watch along for that Iran game. Stephen Badishur, who was in a Iranian World Cup squad, will be with us. Susanna Collins as well, along with Charlie Davies, to watch that Group B finale for the U.S. Everything on the line. They got to win. That was what the deal was at the start of the day. It's the same at the end of the day. I am currently BWP watching a video of England fans chucking drinks in London at the final whistle. Do not condone that.
Smash it up. Smash it up. I condone it. Smash it up. Smash up everything. It's unacceptable. Smash up everything.
This doesn't by any means scuttle England's hopes or dreams at this World Cup. It's maybe just a blip, maybe not. What's your quick takeaway from what you saw today, and what do you expect to see against Wales?
Honestly, I expect to see a similar performance against Wales, but I just think, they won't have enough motivation to win that game, but it will be a draw, or maybe we win by slight margins. The thing that's disappointing, I think, for me personally, and I think for England fans, is that we want to see something more. We want we want the team to make us believe that, we can win the World Cup. Listen, a lot of these guys play in the best league in the world. So when it comes to World Cup or tournament time, we think, we must have a chance. Then when we play like this, it kind of hits us. Remember I said earlier in the game, it's like, okay, maybe we win, but this doesn't look like we can beat Brazil or France or, one of the top countries. And that's what I've seen today. That's why I'm so upset, because I think I'm not seeing signs of us dominating a team we should. No disrespect to USA.
How much different did it feel during the Euros last year? Were there moments for you like this where you were like, oh, this team is never going to do it, and then they came out and surprised you the next time out?
I'm trying to remember those games. I kind of watched all those games in a bar, so it was different.
Hey.
But he's American now. Bar. He didn't say pub. We've got it. Our hooks are in.
There's not enough pubs here. But the Colombia game, I remember being on top the whole. It seemed like we were dominating. And after a while, Southgate made it. I think he made a couple subs that we got really defensive, and then they got the equalizer late, like maybe 90th minute, and then we're in penalties. And I think. So I don't remember too many convincing games in the Euros. I just remember games that we should be winning.
Hey, you sound like we did after the Wales game.
But you know what? He does. No, but you know what, Charlie? I'll tell you this. You see this game that's coming up for you, Iran? I think you're going to look like England did today against USA.
No chance.
USA will look like that against Iran.
No chance.
I bet you guys will look like you will look rubbish.
No chance. Because
we'll
Iran are coming out to play, right? I don't think they're going to sit back like they did against England for you to wallop them 6-2.
I'll see. Okay,
they're going to come and play.
Okay, yeah.
And we're gonna do the same thing. And I think we're better in that game than Iran.
Who scores the goals? Because today you were the better team. Who scored the goals?
We were the better team, and against Wales we're the better team.
I said this before, that you won't score enough goals.
Yeah,
this is the problem USA has.
It's not coming from our 9. That's for sure. That's the problem. If we had an elite 9, this isn't a conversation.
I agree. So pack your bags.
We're going home.
Get to Qatar,
right. Just now on Fox's coverage, Greg Berhalter asked what he would like to see against Iran for the United States. His goal was simple, or his answer was simple: goals. I'd like to see goals. One final thought from you guys, and we'll get on out of here. Remember, Club and Country today, anywhere you listen to podcasts, David Goss, Bobby Warshaw, special guests, breaking down all these games. Every single day in the World Cup, they are there for you at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Doyle, your final thought from today, your feeling. It can be from the game itself. You can look ahead. Dealer's choice.
I'm optimistic. We've had 2 U.S. games that were really for the tactics sickos, which is what I am, and I enjoyed almost all of what I've seen from the U.S. thus far, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Greg Berhalter has up his sleeve for Iran, which is a coin flip. That game is 100% a coin flip. You could talk me into anything from 2-0 U.S. to 2-0 Iran and any score line in between.
Charlie, how you feeling? Final thoughts?
I feel good. I feel real good.
You guys standards.
Hey, right here.
Your standards are so low.
Our standards. We outplayed you, mate. We outplayed you.
We didn't.
What do you mean we
What's
didn't?
your- no,
Look how
final
look how
thoughts,
look
final
how
thoughts,
look how
final
down you
thoughts, and then
are.
I'll talk.
Yeah.
Look how down you are, mate. We're the better squad.
Did you see, Brad? Did you see expected goals? We won.
Pardon?
We won expected goals.
I
That's
didn't see
everything.
that. I don't live off expected goals. I live off real life goals. I've heard enough expected
like
goals
the
talk
ghost
in the last.
Well, you
3
didn't.
years.
England didn't have either today, so there you go.
Yeah, and neither did the USA.
fair.
Weston
What?
and man, Christian Pulisic had you beat on that near
Harry
post
Kane
on
should have
that play.
scored. Walker Zimmerman made a block. Lucky he fell over.
Oh,
his legs.
Harry
Made a
Maguire.
block.
What
What
about
did
Harry
Harry-
Maguire?
What
All
did
right.
he do?
Here's a number for you, Bradley. 12. England now have 12 goalless draws in the World Cup, more than any other nation in the tournament's history. So this was just a day in the office
Sickening.
for
told
the
you.
English. Just a
now
normal
you-
day. Clock
and
in,
now you
clock
see
out.
Now you see why I'm angry, because I'm not making this stuff up. This is PTSD. This isn't me joking. This is what I've seen for years.
I
Like,
know you're not joking. It's still funny though. It's still.
I'm a
funny.
smack, yeah, I want to smack
It
someone.
hurts. It hurts him. It hurts.
Every
All right.
morning I wake up, game day, I lie to myself. Like, you know what? We've got this guy, we've got this guy, we've got
I just
this
don't
guy.
see
It's gonna
how
be
Marcus Rashford doesn't start in this game
It's
or Phil
unacceptable.
Foden.
it's a
Mason
joke.
Mount cannot be starting in this game.
It's a joke.
How does Phil Foden play at
Doesn't
Manchester
see the-
City and have all the have a different skill set than most of these guys, and him not play? How do you not have Marcus Rashford, who has the speed that Harry Kane's not 100%? You could see when he was
Play
running.
someone
He
else.
he ran like a grandfather today. How can you not put a player like Marcus Rashford, who's fit and hungry to play, to lead the line, to stretch the back line? Therefore, you get more space for Saka, for Foden, for
And
Sterling.
that's my beef with Southgate. That's my beef
Yeah.
with Southgate. Southgate, if you ever come to New York, you catch me on the wrong day, be ready to have the one-on-one, bro. You got to be ready, because I'm fed up with this. I'm tired, bro.
Yes or no? Does the U.S. get through from all three
Yes.
of you? Yes from
Yes. Yeah.
yes
I
from
think
Brad. Yes
Yeah.
from Charlie Doyle.
No.
so.
Had to have it. Had to have somebody going against
You had
it.
to get
Remember,
one no, huh?
we
Had
will
to
be
get it.
here for the watch along for that final day in Group B. It's everything for the U.S. It's everything for Iran. It's still something
We
to
did
play
that for
for
the
all
jinx.
four teams.
I like that.
TBD, got to keep it even. Got to keep the vibes right. Club and
Yep.
Country Today always has good vibes. Check them out wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you for everybody who tuned in today on the watch along. Thanks to you guys.
Hey,
for
this
joining
was
us for the
massive.
Postgame show.
Thank you. Let's go.
Scoreless
I knew
win.
I would have to-
Scoreless
Which
win
way?
for the
Let's
U.S. 0-0
go,
draw.
the
0-0 loss
point.
for England. We're out of here. Thank you so much, everyone. The World Cup, it rolls on.
Bye. Thank you.